All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, little Sophie is, I just got done feeding her. She's laying back down. And we're going to take a look at this uh, comical, I don't know if it's a movie, I don't know what they're doing, but this is hilarious. Somebody should really do something with that division over there with country rap. This is getting crazy. This is just, it's funny, but at the same time, it's heartbreaking because it's just going downhill, man. So let's take a look at a video that this guy Triple T, I think his name is, put out. It's with Daredolph and Upchurch or something. And Daredolph's saying something not that we not 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 that we're making fun of anybody or anything, but they're talking about gay stuff and everything. What the heck is going on over there? I think somebody over there in this country rap thing with all these people, they're dabbling in that black magic shit or witchery. One of these people are, and it's. I think the Lord's going to be sending this all back to this madness that we're watching. All right, let's check this video out real quick. What do I think? I don't. I think they stole from somebody, probably from what it sounds like, and they're coming up with all this madness to try and cover it up, right? They don't want someone like me, to get a hold of money or whatever. So they're coming up with this big orchestrated thing. Either that or these boys are in trouble and they're turning on each other, which we've seen in numerous YouTube crime cases. All right, let's check this out real quick. Someone's really got to do something about these boys. I mean, we don't have this problem in rock and roll.
Also, I don't have court tomorrow. I don't know what the morons talk about. Court so much that he has no fucking clue who he's going to court with. So, I don't have court tomorrow. I have work to do tomorrow. Also, I'll say this one thing real quick. The reason why he's trying to push off, in my opinion, push off this whole his Cash App got hacked or whatever. Because you remember when me and Hammer had to go down to the Cheatham County Sheriff's Department and basically tell them that we don't sell meth and I don't shoot people and everything, right? We had to be in there with the drug task force people.
Bingo. Did I hear the word meth? They had to go to the police department and tell the police department they don't sell meth. This is crazy. What is? I tell you what is going on in the music world? There's something going on here that ain't right. Something ain't right. Did somebody bust somebody or something for meth or something like that, and they had to go down there and tell people they weren't selling meth or something? I don't know. This has turned into a circus as Donnie Baker, the great Donnie Baker. Rest in peace, Mr. Baker. This is Circus 2026, baby. State law.
And they already knew everything about said individual buying his drugs via Cash App because of someone that was connected to the guy he was buying it from had already given them all the proof they wanted. Goodness gracious. You ain't covering that one up, guy.
Yeah, well, they got somebody now. Here's the thing, man. The rumor has it that somebody's been paying off these crime people. Now, I don't know the whole story, man. I really don't. A lot of people like Upchurch and his music. right? Personally, I don't know the kid. He is. I'm going to give the kid credit. The kid can sing, but is it him, or is it somebody else's soul, or something? I don't know what these people are doing, man. And they're all hiding behind pedo shit, right? They think that a certain person, he can't be fucking. Excuse my language. He ain't going to be president forever, boys. I just don't understand what you guys are doing in this rap bullshit and country rap shit or whatever. And I told the world, man, Upchurch can cross gender music, right? He can go from country to rock to maybe one of the only ones, but is it worth it? I don't know.
They already know, and these are supposed to be your boys, your fellas, your fucking colleagues, co-workers, or whatever you want to call them.
We don't cut corners. Hard to find them with all this space.
I booked a call with a medium and asked her career advice. Not only did she fill me with encouragement, she had me crying tears of joy.
Quote me on this, but I think the moron has got me mixed up with Trevor, because he's taking Trevor to court for, tell him what, even though Trevor hasn't done anything wrong, as of my knowledge. At the same time, it wouldn't be smart for this guy to take Trevor to court for whatever, when I was told that this dude here got Trevor over to his house, took him down in the basement, and was trying to push Trevor around and shit. All in his face and stuff. You got to be a special type of load that you want to pick on somebody that probably weighs 90 pounds. Did that make you?
Yeah, I agree, Dear Doll. You got to be a special kind of idiot to mess with my children and my idiots and disabled people and take advantage of people, and you got to be a special kind of idiot to do something like that. I'm dealing with a couple of them idiots around here in this small little town. The town's trying to help them, and I'm like, your town will go down, the whole effing town. Right? The words got out all over YouTube and everything, right? We have proven police corruption, town corruption, and all that. So these people are like, well, we love Upchurch and everything. Well, I do too. He's a great singer. I mean, I don't love him or anything. I don't know him. But when you start breaking laws because now he's famous, or he played one time at our 4-H fair, and now all these people, oh my God, now you have you and your 4-H fair in town might be paying me for a long time. I'm serious. We'll go full scale war in this country. That's what they're talking. We're ready. I mean, we've been shafted enough of us being used for disability, picking on us, threatening, if you don't do this, we'll take all your benefits away and you'll die. We'll take your money away. You're only allowed to have this amount of money. If you go over this in your bank account, you're penalized. It's just bull crap on top of bull crap.
You feel tough because you can push a little 90-pound Trevor around, Blu-ray, your tech guy. What a pathetic individual. I hope he gets your ass for assault. I just thought of something. How you gonna take someone to court for setting up phones and shit, right? When that's what you pay him to do. He's your tech guy. Coming from your mouth. Tech guy. You gonna take somebody to court for setting up technical shit for you. Just because you forgot about it, don't make him in the wrong. It makes you a dumbass. Just like you thought you was going to court for me.
Well, Derdorf might be right here. Upchurch might have forgot about it. That's true. But we're going to give the kid, we're going to give Upchurch the benefit of doubt. Maybe the kid is the tech guy, sets up all the phones. Maybe that kid did set up a phone. and it was used for something else, right? And it was connected to Upchurch. So whatever was done on that phone would go back to Upchurch. Well, that's possible. That's possible. We'll have to investigate this. Well, let me tell you where these boys made a big mistake was running their mouths about everything on camera. Because they pretty much have given themselves up. They're talking about meth, dealing, all kinds of stuff, right? And it only takes one to bring down the whole club, gang, crew, whatever they are. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt that, Upchurch might have forgot about it or whatever, or maybe someone is. The tech guy set up a phone and forgot about it. Yeah, possible. Why would he throw it in stitches? Right? When that truck has been all over the place, redone, I don't know how many times, given away to people, then taken back, then given away, where'd the phone come from? I don't know, but it's connected to his phone somehow. Now, if this happened years ago, like they're saying, then how would that phone still be connected to Upchurch's new phone that he got? I don't know. This is crazy.
No, we don't even have a court date yet. Why? Because your lawyer fired you. Yeah. The lawyer you had for me fired you, right? So now you got another lawyer. So now I'm waiting on that shit. But they probably gonna fire you too, because you a dumbass. And people don't like having L's on their belt. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. If they look at it and read it and go, yeah, this dude sucks. Oh man, I love it. I fucking love it. Divine intervention. Everything just works itself out. I hope that Trevor spanks you tomorrow. If that's who you're going to court with, which I think it is. I hope he spanks you. His 90-pound ass, I hope he gets up there and tells all the truth. And being that he's a tech guy, he probably has all the proof. I hope he bends you over his little knee. Yeah.
Cologuard colon cancer screening test. Oh no.
Whoops your ass like your parents should have. Man, you'll lie though.
Hey, listen, we have no idea if any of this is true. All these people are proven innocent until proven guilty, right? What do for one, I think they're dumb for Upchurch trying to figure it out himself. This is something he should have paid a professional guy, investigator, private investigator, whatever, to look into, to check into, or whatever. If it's a big ring and there's a lot of money involved, then yes, it's possible that the police are corrupt in it. It's possible. I'm not going to say it, it's not, they might be. Now, we've already seen a video from Upchurch at his house talking to a police officer, and he came right out and said, you're not going to believe this. These guys are saying that it's the cops that have been doing it. Now, we'll believe that because corruption is real, especially in the police force. There's no way around that. They can keep saying whatever. It ain't working, right? We know for a fact that even this town and state, Indiana, is corrupt. And Tennessee and other places, right? So it's possible police are involved. Now, if this is the tech guy and he's been setting all the phones up for Upchurch, I don't know if he would have that data, right? He might know about who was on the account, what phones were set up. But unless that tech guy gave Upchurch all these phones, then I don't know if the guy would be able to tell what's actually going on. He might be able to. I'm no tech guy. But the only way to do this properly is the tech guy would have had to give Upchurch all these phones, and these phones were already set up, and the tech guy had one phone or account that he can watch everything that was going on. It's possible, but for a little tiny 90-pound kid to do that, I don't know who would put him up to it. And that's what you got to be asking. He's just a tech guy, right? Who would put him up to all this? I don't know. Maybe that tech guy is a little 90-pound dude that's been pushed around his whole life, and he's finally said, hey, I'm gonna take these guys down. And maybe he did.
Oh, you'll say you got him or whatever, but still. This shit here, nigga. This is the craziest motherfucking soap opera I've ever seen, witnessed, heard about, been a part of. Crazy. And man, that little girl's family from California, you ain't even got in the courtroom with them yet. Man, because didn't they give you a gag order? You can't even say nothing about them people. Because they gonna fuck you good. So good. I would not want to be you.
Well, that's true. Who he's talking about right now is Kylie Rodney. The Kylie Rodney case, which we covered that on this channel. Something's going on there, folks. Now, if you also remember, I do believe we had footage of Upchurch saying that he owned a private helicopter, or he took a helicopter out there or something. Or some shit like that he was saying. I don't know if it had anything to do with the Kylie Rodney case, because supposedly Kylie Rodney's family owned a resort or something. Hold on, folks. All right, the dog I'm babysitting started barking. I thought maybe somebody was knocking on the door. I have these headphones on. All right, this is getting interesting.
No, sir. Lay up in the bathtub. Dudes don't take baths. They take showers because we got shit to do. You laid up in the bathtub with your fat ass chin sticking out of the water. Why your chin so big? That mother crimson chin looking ass. What the fuck? You might need to go get that shit checked out. You know? Got some shit going on there. Your bottom teeth are fucking look like a pyramid, like castling up. Oh fuck, man. You know, in comparison between you and me, I kind of see why you're jealous of me. I mean, if I look like you and act like you and all the above and was comparing it to me, yeah, I guess I'd be jealous too. But you got like a weird obsession. Oh man, you got a weird obsession. Multiple ex-girlfriends have told me that you have gotten some kind of weird fantasy like obsession about me. Full blown. You've been a closet for a long time. And is this what you're doing? Are you coming out of the closet? You motherfucker, you. God. I hang out with some lesbians. Oh, yeah. One of my best friends is a lesbian. But I can't be around them.
Ribeye steaks, drumsticks, Atlantic salmon.
Cover your week for less. It's an Aldi thing.
It's the NBA on Prime.
Tonight, the Rockets take flight against the Magic. Then, the Wolves square off with the Clippers.
Oh, man, I see that. That's why you got your breastises all out and shit. Them motherfucking D-cups out and shit. Man, it's all making sense, man. All making sense. That's why you can't keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. Make your mouth sore. That's why you keep talking about my nose ring and stuff. You just wish you could pull off a nose ring. Like that. Of course you do. God.
All right, hold on a minute, folks. I got to feed this dog. Hold on. I just fed her not 20 minutes ago. Well, maybe she needs water. Hold on a minute.
Come on. Come on.
All right, let's do this. All right, I gave her a little bit more food and some water. Hopefully she's all right. We can get through this video. But she is a very picky little eater. All right, so we're getting some freezer magic sent our way. All right, let's get back to this. Somebody's doing something.
Holy fuck! How did I not see it before? I mean, you always did this just like shit. Like every time I'd have my shirt off and stuff, you'd go like run in the house and then take your shirt off and be talking about like me working out and shit. Yeah. He was making me uncomfortable then. I think I even asked this dude if he was queer. And he's like, I ain't gay. You God. And then something about some kind of trauma that you went through with one of your mom's friends or something is the reason why you do the things you do to women. Burn them with shit. Fucking want to shove shit in their ass, tie them up. Fucking make them cry and stuff. You sure with one of your mama's boyfriends? I guess
Yeah, this is pretty effing weird. I can't. Where the F did Upchurch go downhill? I don't know. Maybe he knew too much. I don't know. Oh, this is unbelievable. Wow, kid, how'd you get your ass into this shit? I have no idea. But here's the thing, man. Somebody did something because all these dudes went down to the police station to tell them they weren't dealing meth. What the heck is going on? I think we know exactly what's going on in this whole thing. And I would be saying probably if these boys probably have done time or on parole or anything like that, they'll probably be heading back to that great hotel and that they all came from probably. This is pretty crazy if you ask me, really. Hey, I do want to give this guy Triple T. I do want to say thanks for your service, sir. You know, I'll give you guys that much. But this is too much, man. I told you this rat. You get into that stuff. For one, that was something that the brothers created from the streets, their own little empire or whatever, just like rock and roll and everything. I don't know. Maybe people doing witchery, sorcery on these guys. I don't know. Maybe they've been doing it and it's coming back to them. I don't know. Maybe.
one of your mama's boyfriends could have been some of your friends too. And I ain't insinuating me at all. But I know she had, some of her other friends. Yeah, then there was that tattooed guy from Bellevue. Hell, he gave me and you a tattoo. And I was wondering why he was staying at your mama's house. That dude never even come back anymore. And didn't that guy hang out with you when you was little in Bellevue? Is that what happened to you? Did that make you sexually frustrated? Come on, moron. Come on. You're going to try to talk about everyone's old lady. And that's why you have this weird obsession with me and how I've supposedly have hooked up with every female or done something with every female you know. It's always something sexual that you always try to put me in. You fantasized about that shit. I'd say instead of abusing women and trying to do vile things to women and trying to act all tough to women and little 100-pound, 90-pound guys.
All right. This, what he's talking about, how he just said that Daredolph slept with every single woman or something he had or something like that. Now, that's true. Well, I don't know if it's true in that situation, but I've experienced that where somebody didn't like me, and every girl, the 5 girls, 6 girls that I was with through life, they had to be with. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. I'm like, what? I knew that dude growing up and everything. We hung out, drank beer, did all kinds of crazy stuff. But that's what people do, man. Right? If you're with a woman, you split up, they got to sleep with her. Right? Now, that could have happened Upchurch where he broke up with some chick, she went out, slept with someone else, and then went back to him. Well, whoever she slept with might have had stinky pinky or something. And then Upchurch did. Yeah. Planned, maybe, possibly, or just a coincidence, also, possibly.
I think you need to confront your demons. I think you might need to call whoever did those things to you and take all your frustration up with them. Yeah. Then maybe maybe you can have some peace in your life after you get your ass spanked by everybody in court. If you're not in prison. Because I heard something else about you owing a bunch of money to the IRS. Talk to the moron. Goodness.
Oh boy, does he owe money to the IRS? I have no idea. If you do, kid, pay it. They don't play around. Are you kidding me? They hunted me down for I don't know how long for $2,500. Well, there was $2,500 I owed them plus interest, right? What? Yeah, you got to pay that back, you know. And I did. I had to pay it. You know, they'll get crazy on you. IRS come look about how much does he owe? I don't know. I think I seen someone talking about it last night. 12 million. But how do you owe? How are you not paying taxes on all the money that you're bringing in? Always pay the tax. You want to keep the tax man. How many songs have we listened to about the tax man? The money miser, right? Listen to Skinner. I'd rather go back home than to have to deal with the money miser. Yeah. Pay your taxes, kid. Always. First thing, pay all your taxes. Get it over and done with.
I had to get me a root beer float. Got my family all milkshakes. You know, the moron could get his family some milkshakes like this too. You know, if they were still at home, if he'd shut the fuck up and do right. Till then, that's just something else you can be jealous of me of. Or for, or whatever. But anyway, back to the house. My buddy's coming, he gotta get one of these vans. Man, look at them new ramps. And Bones, I have one.
Quality takes time, and we're in no rush.
Snoring, gasping.
Right there.
But today,
Enjoy watching them.
one more chance. The Cheatham County Sheriff's Department saved your butt today by telling me that mutual combat is not legal in the state of Tennessee. I'd have sat right there at the bottom of that road, and I'd have blared this horn and hooped and hollered until you come down there. But now that I know that that's illegal and I could get in trouble for doing that, according to Tennessee law, I'm not going to do it. We're going to give you one more chance. The Lord's going to give you one more chance.
Really? Your wife looks like a fucking dog. Your neighbors hate you. Anyway, you know, it's funny. I got court with Dierdorf tomorrow, right? Where he's like, man, Ryan's he's threatening my safety wine. Well, that's funny that you showed up to my house yesterday because y'all just said y'all were best buddies online. That ain't gonna look good. Another thing that's crazy. I think it's crazy that there's no gate here, no guards, no nothing. And if they pull up on you right when you pull in the driveway, well, it sounds like they might have been following you, stupid fuck. What would that mean? Oh, that means they probably investigated your ass. Sounds like I just a hunch. Oh, man, it's over for them. Because watch this. Remember that body cam footage where there was a phone found in a truck across town and Trevor admitted to setting it up and all this other shit? The number was 615-586-0407, right? Right. Well, it's real funny that phone just miraculously came up and had that number on it attached to my iCloud. All admitted on body cam footage by Trevor that he set it up and Blake found it, right? This doesn't mean Blake is guilty or nothing, but Trevor definitely is because he set it up, right? Okay. Well, if you go in my iCloud and you go to Cash App and you type that number in, look what this number has paid for.
Interesting. Accounts that refuse to show their face.
See that one that says filee for abusive relationship? Well, ain't that funny? That's what Beth's aunt did. She misused 911, apparently, and said that her niece was in a bad situation. Well, it's funny because at the same exact time, somebody's using what's it called, a Cash App, and paying someone for that. Now, why the fuck would I call on myself? Oh, well, they forgot they were still attached to it, right? They fucked up. And when they realized they fucked up, the same exact number disconnects from my Facebook. And if that wasn't bad enough, which it definitely was, well, you see this missing phone that I couldn't find. Well, my mom found it hidden in a little cubby hole in the wall upstairs. Beth left it here. Well, that's my missing phone because it has my text messages in it. There's a 2-month gap, and then it appears that she starts using it, right? Guess who she was talking to? My ex-girlfriend, Brianna Van Vliet. Yes. About how I'm so horrible and, oh gosh, baby girl don't need to be around Ryan. No, you all are fucked. You're all fucked.
All right, so where are we getting with this? Well, we're getting that it's possible they did a conspiracy on him to try and, I'm going to admit, the kid does have a temper. He gets pretty upset. Now, this whole thing, I don't know if he's burning women like Daredorf or whatever his name is. I can't say that dude's name without thinking of Tim Conway from the Carol Burnett show when he did Daredolf, the golfer. Was it? That was, or what was his name? Dolph or something like that. Hilarious. It's just hilarious. So, yeah, he's got that's the problem you got, kid. You got 50 phones. You don't know who's got them. Anyone could be using them, right? No, you lost that phone, don't you remember? But yet they have the phone the whole time. Get rid of all this stuff on your account. You don't need 50 phones. I don't know. This is like, there's a chance they did run them through a ringer and set them up or whatever. Yeah. But there's a chance also you got yourself in a bind and people are saying, well, this is all being made up. It could be. We don't know these people. We have no idea. We don't know. For all we know, someone could have took his phone, mailed it halfway across the country, and been using it or whatever. You don't know. You got all these accounts set up. Who knows? Right? You found one phone at your house that was your old one, but yet your tech guy or your buddy that you gave stitches to found another phone in stitches. And, well, when you got 600 phones, I can see how something like this, it'd be very easy to set you up.
And in these text messages between Beth and Brianna Van Vliet, guess what they are talking about doing? Meeting up with J.J. Lawhorn's wife at the park. Who just pulled up here the other day and got intercepted by the cops? Oh, yeah, J.J. Lawhorn, his best friends with Deerdorf. I'll see you in court tomorrow, Deerdorf.
escape this time, Buzz. I was gonna come up there and dick sword fight you, but the cops said I ain't allowed to. Yeah. God let you slip this time, Lord Jesus. Fucking Mother Mary or whatever. Look at them turkeys right there. Those are buzzards. No, I ain't. I'm driving up here to Dick Battle Up Church. Yeehaw, butter biscuits. Get your sword out. Skin. You just wait till I pull my ding-a-ling out. And I'm like, ready to battle? Oh, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? You know, Justin Moore almost sang one of my songs once, but he decided not to. Oh, the plans have changed. I just got me some knowledge that I did not have beforehand. God's giving you one more chance. The Cheatham County Sheriff's Department saved your butt today by telling me that mutual combat is not legal in the state of Tennessee. I'd have sat right there at the bottom of that road, and I'd have blared this horn and hooped and hollered until you come down there. But now that I know that that's illegal and I could get in trouble for doing that, according to Tennessee law, I'm not going to do it. We're going to give you one more chance. The Lord's going to give you one more chance. Yeah, that's all you get, buddy. But don't think I don't know where you're at.
Fucking knew every fucking thing, man. It's gonna cost me about $6,000, but fuck them. I'm headed there right now to buy all new shit. Fuck them niggers. They ain't gonna fucking rob my shit and me not go without a studio. Fuck that. Fuck them niggers. They ain't gonna fucking rob my shit and me not go without a studio. Fuck that.
I think the thing that is amazing.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy if you ask me. Now, I'll tell you another thing that'll get you in trouble, kid, is these ex-women that you slept with. There ain't nothing worse than a woman scorn, I'll tell you that much. But it don't this lady look like the lady from the Delphi case that we're looking at, one of the mothers of the girls? She does kind of, don't she? But anyways, yeah, what a mess, man. I'll tell you that much. It don't look good. And whenever you're being looked at for meth or whatever, that ain't good. Why would they even go to the police station and all? Hey man, we ain't dealing no meth. Yeah, this is just nuts, right? Why would he even be? You got that much money. Why would you even waste your time with these dudes, right? Whatever, say whatever you want. I got shit to do, right? I'm the one sitting on a pile of money. You guys ain't, you're not. He already said that. These other people ain't nothing. So this whole country rap thing is just like anything else we dealt with in the 80s and 70s when the original rap was coming up. War, people turning on each other, shooting, bodies everywhere, drugs, which that's how they fueled the whole thing, was drugs. So this whole thing with all this stuff going on, and now all this accusations of Upchurch might be riding the pony baloney or something. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the key there is people got together to try and take him down, which is a conspiracy. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about, he's just flipping out. Well, he might be, but you're driving him to it, right? If all you are sick of him and you're all, oh man, we're going to take him down, and you're all doing crazy shit, then yeah, that's conspiracy to obstruct or commit a crime or whatever, But boy, I'll tell you what, get your waders on, because the crap is getting deep over there. I feel bad for him, but whenever you got a bunch of money like that, you know what my grandpappy and other people I learned? Don't do business with family or friends. Because if something goes bad, 9 out of 10 times, it's either you're going to be somebody in your family stealing from you or somebody that works for you or whatever. So never have family and friends, because, hey, well, $1 million is missing, right? We found out it was one of your family members, right? What are you going to do? Lock them up for the rest of their lives? Right? All this money that has been stolen from Upchurch, not one person has been convicted of it. Not one person has gone to jail, I don't think, for it. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. But then again, when there's conspiracies and everybody, you know, they might be good at what they do, which is stealing money. So everything is connected to Upchurch's all these phones and everything, which all goes back to Upchurch, right? So the only one that's going to get blamed is Upchurch. Now, would he be that crazy that he's leaking money like a sieve, and his accountants and everybody is saying you're running out of money? You know, you're being sued for this, sued for that. You're buying all this stuff, houses. How come these people that stole all these houses from them, like 5, 6 houses or whatever, why ain't they in prison? Is my question. And it's because they're family. Right? What are you going to do? Lock up your family? I mean, some people would, but, you know, probably not. You know, a normal person would just say, I don't want to talk to you anymore or whatever, and don't want to press charges. Just forget it, go away. You know? But I don't know. It's pretty crazy if you ask me. Now, could they have done this? Could the mainstream big record companies and all these people could they have done this to Upchurch? Oh, yeah. Someone could have done this to Upchurch just so they get a record contract. Or signed or welcomed into the bigwigs, where they have record contracts and they live like they're really famous. Upchurch is YouTube famous, right? He's not professional stardom famous, right? Red carpet and he can't walk out his door without paparazzi, and he's not that kind of famous. He's famous, YouTube famous. He's music famous. Like, he's got songs out there people listen to. But he didn't break into mainstream music where he's under contract. When he flies, it's private jets and, you know, yada yada yada. And they set him up with everything, right? House, helpers, you know, aides and everything to help him do stuff. So I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing. It could be someone did all this to get a contract, to be accepted, or it just could be he treats people bad and they're just like, screw you, right? We don't want nothing to do with you, whatever, screw you, and they're stealing or doing things to set them up. Well, that's possible. It's possible he's lost his mind. It's possible. You know, but these idiots standing out at his house doing videos, this JJ Longhorn or whatever his name is. Well, now you got stalking charges coming, dude, because now you're sitting out somebody's house waiting for him to come out so you can do bodily injury to them, right? That ain't good. Why are you doing that? And then you film it. You film driving by his house and parking by his house, and I would have sat right there at the end of his driveway. That was dumb. But this is madness, man. It's probably keep going on for a long time until the police make an arrest. Why police ain't doing it, I don't know. Why ain't they investigating? I don't know. How come Upchurch hasn't contacted any higher ups and let them handle it? I don't know. I would have been, but then again, the money's gone. I mean, you know, when you're famous like that, you can't write. You got to do all the checks, right? You got to check all the YouTube. You got to check all the stuff coming out. When you write a song, and even the guitar parts or anything, you got to make sure that that song don't sound like something somebody did before you, and that music got out there, and one of your guitar guys or drummers or whatever, plays the same exact thing that these guys are playing, and you're like copying it, right? So as the leader of the band, the group, your organization, whatever it is, it's like these big bands and everything, they look for certain things, but that's music, right? You got even Led Zeppelin and all these big bands saying, well, I stole that from over here, right? And we stole this from here and we use this in the song. So they're constantly using other people's songs. That's part of the music business, right? You can't get away from it. Music has been around so long. You're bound to play something, a chord or a melody or something that sounds or is similar to what has already been played, right? It's pretty crazy, but now, could these people be trying to do this stuff? Yeah, sure, they should. They could be, but I don't know. This would have to be somebody that don't like you. Maybe you did do something. I don't know. Daredolf or whatever's talking about you being gay or something, or having dreams about him or something like that. But I don't know. A lot of people were saying they both were together or something. I don't know. They might have been. I have no idea. We don't know what these people do. If they're doing drugs and they got a lot of money and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, maybe. Well, we've seen it before in the music business. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for all these people, but, I don't know. Where did all this stuff come from that he burns? He burns as women or something like that. That's just crazy. And sticking stuff in their booty or whatever. Well, that's just a man and a woman. I don't know. Some women like that stuff. But who knows? Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe they all got together and they conspired to wreck your life, right? Maybe you can give people all the stuff in the world up church, houses, trucks, cars. But if you do that and then you treat them like shit all the time and you always rubbing in shit, I gave him this truck. Be nice to people. If they screw you, get them out of your camp. Tell them to take whatever and get out of there, right? I mean, kid, don't be buying them. You ain't Elvis Presley, man. I mean, you can't be buying everybody's stuff and 600 phones and everybody's got a phone running around there and access to everything and all the data you got and everything. They're ripping you off, stealing stuff. Didn't we watch him talk about Cashville ripped his whole studio off? Right, Johnny Cashville or whatever his name was, ripped his whole studio. Here's what I think. I think these boys stole from somebody they shouldn't have, and I think that dude's looking for all these dudes and one at a time, and they're running, scattering everywhere. Now we know Jelly Roll went ahead and took off to mainstream and contracts and all that. That just might be what we're looking at here. Some of these boys did some very bad stuff. Right? They did certain stuff and then they split. Now, whether it was a contract or whatever, or, record company or the mainstream Illuminati, whatever, the big groups or whatever said, do this. And you're in like Flint, right? We'll give you a contract. You're going to win Grammys. You're going to be, sellouts is what we call them. Now, I did see a video where Upchurch is talking about that this Jelly Roll dude sold drugs and killed people and shot people and all this stuff. And that just proves that you're dealing with the devil when it comes to these being, music, movies, or whatever. I don't know. Pretty crazy if you ask me, but all this stuff is possible. Now, whether it happened or not, I have no idea. It could be he's flipping out. It could be they set him up with a woman that was tainted. Right? That could be. And now he's suffering from something from someone else. Yeah, it could be. But why are you going through so many women? I have no idea. Find yourself a good woman and settle down. See, you're sleeping with all these women, got all these kids. Now all of a sudden, now you got nothing, because now you got a woman or many women and all these kids, and now they got their hooks in you. Now you're working not for MCA. Now you're working for them broads. You're working from all these women that you had kids with. You ain't working for nothing else but these women now. Quit sleeping around with all these broads. Find yourself a good woman. Don't have no more kids until you're ready to settle down and create a family. Other than that, kid, they're going to milk you of everything. They already got their hooks in you, and you ain't even signed to a contract. Whatever you do, kids, stay away from them Jolins and them Hubbard women, all these people they're all talking about and everything everywhere on Facebook. Who are these people? We have no idea, but just stay away from anyone with them names. Yeah, I feel bad for the kid. I really do. Like I said, I'm going to give props where props are due. The kid can sing. He can write lyrics. But that ain't everything. Right? It's not everything. No record company is going to sign you if you're trouble. You got all this madness around you and everything going on and craziness. That might be holding you down. Right? Then again, you might have people that have already made it into the mainstream, signed contracts, and they're telling record company, "Oh, don't sign that guy. He did this. He's did that. He's just trying." I mean, it's horrible. I'd take a vacation, kid. Regroup. Get people in there you could trust. Take care of your workers, but don't give out everything. I mean, god dang, kid, you're buying $300,000-$400,000 houses for people, right? You better start. If you're going to be like that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being generous, but you better start off with trailers and double wides and stuff like that. Here's you don't have a place to stay. Here's a trailer, $400,000 or $500,000 house. And you barely know the dude. Well, really, I can't speak for anything because I'm just here to give you advice, kid. They'll run you through the ringer. They'll use your name. They'll make movies about you. They'll write songs about you. And they will set you up with women that are tainted. Yeah. Believe me, when it comes to a lot of money, power, and fame, oh yeah, your own family will kill you. And your friends. Why? Because the devil, greed, Satan. Or they've done such crazy shit with you up church at night with all your money, power, houses, women all over, the drugs, the alcohol, whatever. And they themselves might not want to know that it's possible they had a Diddy thing going on there. And the next thing you know, they're pissed because they don't want that shit to come out. And that's when your troubles start. Hell, look at Trump. Yeah, well, that's what'll get you, man. And let me tell you, if one of these idiots are sick up church and they're banging the same broads that you are, or whatever, now you're sick. Right? Dude, settle down. You ain't up in Elvis Presley. And you ain't Robert Plant. You ain't these dudes. You should have learned from them. Hell, even Aerosmith's having trouble right now with all that shit. Right? Learn from them. Don't be messing around with all these broads, man. Find yourself a good one and settle down, and don't be having kids everywhere. Dude, you're going to be working not for MCA. You're going to be working for these women. Hey, I'm just giving advice, man. That's it. Do I know anything? Nope, I'm an idiot. But it don't take an idiot to see, boy, you're in a world of shit and you need to get out of that shit. Believe me. All right? I got broads I've never met before saying I slept with them. You know, when there's money there, when you're getting ready to make it big, these effing leeches come out everywhere. If it ain't the politicians, it's the religious dudes. If it ain't them, it's your own broads that you slept with or family or whatever. Pretty crazy if you ask me, but we're going to connect them all because these guys have money. They've been paying people to fuck my world, excuse my language, Lord, to mess me up. And I know exactly it's these rich people and company movies and record company, all this shit. You know, keep your mouth shut, whatever. We already took everything from you. You know, if you keep going, you know, and this is what we're here to fight this great war for in America is against this stuff. And pretty much they got them by the balls. And you know what? I'm going to tell you how it is. You know what? Upchurch might have been so screwed up. If he is on drugs, they could have roofied him, whatever. But whatever he's doing, and then broadcasting it all over everything. Yeah. They might have drugged him. They might have not. I know probably people use that. Oh, well, you said, no, I'm saying my theory of what's going on. Are these things possible? Yeah. Very possible. When you're dealing with millions of dollars, very possible. And it could be possible these people are just upset because he treats people bad. Right? Gives people stuff and then he treats them bad. Or maybe he's treating them like an asshole, being an asshole. And his conscience gets to him, and then he buys somebody a truck or a car or whatever. Here's a house or whatever. You know, yeah. It's just an endless world of madness. I told him, get out of that shit. I didn't commented on his videos. Get out of that shit, kid. They got you by the gonads. But now it explains why they're watching everybody is because meth. That's right. I said it. Meth. And Daredolph even said it, that someone went down to the police station and told them they were all dealing. They were dealing something. I would say so. They ain't acting right. I'll tell you that much. They're on something. Now, what else could it be? It could be STDs. That'll make you go crazy, too. It could be the witchery and sorcery. Could be magic and everything. I guess that when you get so rich, you pay people to do magic and witchery and sorcery, voodoo and stuff. And that's pretty much what we're doing. Why are they going crazy? Because you messed with the wrong dude. You messed with the wrong dude. He's probably coming for his money. It might not have been his money, but it is now. And he's coming for it. And you guys are running everywhere. You're taking photos with Trump and everything. Trump has no idea. We're talking to Trump. He's like, what? I had no idea. Well, of course, because these dudes ain't going to come out and say they're all wrapped up into some big thing or whatever. All of them are ex-prisoners. I think except for Upchurch. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I would say so. Now, if Upchurch is gay, who cares? Right? Like Daredolph or whatever is saying, who cares? I would repent in Jesus' name. And get back to living good or whatever. Maybe one of the women you were with was lesbian or something, and then she got something. Came out. Who knows? But we can tell you this much, folks. Stay away from them dang women, Upchurch. Find yourself a good woman and don't act like a nut job around her. And if you and Beth are overweight or whatever, then you're overweight. You're going to have to pay child support. But this is what I'm saying. This is the racket. Send it abroad. Get her pregnant. Now they got you. Now they got you because now you got to pay child support. You got to do all this stuff. And believe it or not, kid, and the rest of you idiots out there, these women look for men like that. They don't love you. They don't want nothing to do with you. They'll sleep with you until they get pregnant. Once they get pregnant, they're gone. Out of there. Why? Money. Now she's got you by the ball. She'll live off your child support. She'll call every shot you do because you're a child now. You know, and it's crazy. I know. A gift from God that Satan turns against us. I really do believe they are into this magic, or somebody if they ain't doing the magic themselves and it's coming back to roost to the ones that sent it or whatever, or conjured it or whatever, then someone's using it on them or whatever, or him. I don't know. And now this stuff coming out that he's kissing his mother on the mouth and everything, Daredolph was saying. Deerdorf or whatever his name is. Quit kissing your mother on the mouth, kid. I don't even kiss my mother on the mouth, and she's 70-something years old, 80 years old. There's a time you just stop kissing your mother on the mouth and stuff, so quit that, if that's true. I mean, we know you love your mother and everything, but that's a lot of people are saying he don't even look like his mother. Well, I don't know what this kid's into. I don't know what these witches and warlocks have done to the kid. His whole life might have been planned to do this once he got rich. We don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, the kid can sing. The kid can sing. I'm going to let you know that. But man, don't live by singing. I don't know. Get yourself into the Lord or whatever. Chill out. I don't know. I'm just giving advice. It's none of my business. Kid, I could sit here and say, I hope you burn in flames. Hope you go down and lose everything. But I ain't. Man, learn from Lane Staley. Learn from Kurt Cobain. Learn from all these dudes that thought it would never end. I hate to say everything comes to an end. Who knows, man? Make peace with your buddies. If they don't want to make peace, then move on. Put this shit to the side for a while and start writing and getting some music going. Yeah, we're all tired of it. I'm even under a demonic attack, but I do want to thank the Lord for another day. No, I don't know. It's a catch-22. You're danged if you do, and you're danged if you don't. No, I went ahead and posted this Triple T's channel in my chat. Do I know any of these dudes? No, I don't know these. I'm just like the rest of these people. I'm just a YouTube creator. I don't hang out with anybody. I'm always at home. I've been under incarceration from whatever this thing is stealing from me. I guess word's coming in, a lot of stuff they've been doing. And the government got caught trying to cover it up. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening, folks. Now, are these people going to give up the money? Probably not. We'll probably have to have a shootout with these people. It's from what the government, the real government is saying. And that's okay. I was like, oh, whatever. Let's get them some weaponry and jets and shit. A couple tanks. Stuff like that. Bring in some maybe assault vehicles and stuff. But you know what? I don't know. It's just a movie here. It's just a movie and music here. I don't know what to say. And crime. We do a lot of crime here in DIY. But good luck, kid. If you need any of us, you know where we're at. We're right here on the couch. It's about it. Yeah. Of course, summer's coming here in a month or two, so I might be back cutting grass. And that's about it, man. No. They got me all twisted up and tied up in this witchery, sorcery, magic that they're doing on me. I'm trying to break it in Jesus' name. But, yeah, that's it. And watch, this JJ Longhorn, I don't know him, but that was probably stupid to go in front of his house and sit. Saying you were gonna do stuff or whatever. I don't know, man. That was stupid. Now they can get you probably on stalking or I don't know. You guys grow up, man. You all go your separate ways and go about your lives. And let somebody that once was your really good friend get their life back together. That's all I can say. Right? Either that or you're all going to go down. For what? I have no idea. But literally everybody. And all this stuff he put out about Jelly Bowl. Or what's his name? Jelly Roll or Jelly Bowl? Is it Jelly Bowl or Jelly Roll? I don't know what his name is. Who knows? No, I don't know. He put out all that stuff about him doing stuff, shooting people, drugs, and robbing people or something like that. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Well, we wish all these dudes luck, but somebody do something to this stuff. I don't know. Somebody do it before it gets too ugly. No, that's all I can say. Go get yourself checked out. And I'm telling you, don't be sleeping with all these women, dude. You're going to either get something, and they deliberately will set you up with somebody to get you sick. That's a proven fact, Jack. You can take that to the bank. So I would be careful, kid. I'll be getting all these broads pregnant because you ain't working for MCA anymore, buddy. You're working for these broads. And that's the last thing you want to do. The last thing. I can see if you had $500-600 billion, million, even $1 million, right? $300,000-400,000 or $1 million or whatever. where you can do whatever you want and you're set, but you ain't that yet. And you don't want all these women running around and controlling your life. And watch who your friends are, because they will try and take you down so they can get a record contract or something. I'll tell you, there's a bunch of backstabbing. There ain't no way I'd let these dudes into rock and roll. Nope. For one, we just don't do shit like that. Everyone gets along. And if there's a beef, it stays private and they handle it. And that's about it. You don't listen to it. You don't hear about it or anything. But all this madness and everything, nah, you wouldn't do good in rock and roll. They'd be booting you out. No one would want to do anything with you. Man, dude, you might want to get a hold of that kid that is on fire right now up church. And that's old Youngblood. And you might want to do something with him. Now, I don't know what you guys know about Youngblood, but that kid can sing. He can write songs. He's been through hell just like me and the rest of us. I'm going to give props where props are due. I don't know his private life or what he's like. He might be doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. Who knows? But the kid can sing. Seems like he's got a level head on his shoulder. Try have your management team get on and see if he wants to do something there. Blow these guys out of the water. Team up with somebody that's up there. Well, keep an open mind and don't let people use you, abuse you. And this has already gone too. I don't know why they're bringing this stuff out about him being gay or whatever. I don't know. That's just crazy. No. And if he is, he is. Well, no biggie, but this is spiraling out of control of church. You got to do something. You just got to, sometimes you got to, let me tell you something, dude. Sometimes you got to bite your tongue. And you can't let your ego get in the way. And it sucks. But it's just an ego. They want you to act like an idiot. They want you to do stupid shit so they can say, aha. See? They want you to get mad. They want you to try and hire someone to take it. They want you to do, even though they might have done that already to you, but don't waste your time with this shit, kid. You can sing and everything. Why are you even wasting your effing time with crime? Why even wasting your time with these idiots? Right? They might have been business partners. Cut your ties, walk away. You don't have to listen to me. I'm an idiot. We just hate to see anybody that has any kind of music talent go down and burn in flames. No. And don't do it. Have morals, kid. Have morals. The record con will give you $50 million to do that. Nope. There ain't no way I'm doing that shit. You got to be crazy. Take your $50 million. You'll never work again. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Never work again in this business or city or town. I don't give a crap. But I ain't going to blow old Jimmy Joe here for no $50 million. I'm sorry. Deals off, contracts off. We'll go somewhere else. And that's just basically what it is, man. Don't get your shit all strung up with this shit. Walk away from it. Kid, listen to the movie Roadhouse, right? Right? That part where Sam Elliott comes up to the barn and Patrick Swayze's doing the boxing with the bag and everything he's hitting, and the kid's like, amigo, right? Sam Elliott's trying to talk some sense into the kid. Let's get out of here. Forget this shit. Forget it. Right? Let's pack our shit up and get out of here. This is a waste of time. But Patrick Swayze ended up staying and going through all that shit, whatever. And Sam Elliott ended up dying in that movie, which I think that was bullshit. One of the worst mistakes they could have made was killing off Sam Elliott in Roadhouse. It was the worst thing. If I would have had any say in that, I would have been like, oh no, we ain't writing him out. There ain't no way we're killing him off. We could have had all kinds of movies out of that. I was pissed about that when they killed Sam Elliott in that movie. I'm like, hey, you screwed up. Yeah, tell us, Mr. Kramer. I'm telling you, you screwed up. We could have had all kinds of shit from that one Roadhouse movie with Sam Elliott and Patrick Swayze. And you killed the one guy off. That could have been something huge. It could have been a team. They could have left after this. They could have teamed back. We could have had another Roadhouse too. The proper way, but they killed it. They killed Sam Elliott off in that. And I was pissed. I was upset. And why I say that is because Patrick was in bad shape, and people knew it. Right? And what you have left in that movie was the memory of Patrick Swayze, which Sam Elliott could have carried on in Roadhouse 2. Right? After Patrick passed away, which I'm pissed because I thought I was taught, you guys, we need another Roadhouse 2. It would have been huge. And you have to remember, all right, Roadhouse was the introduction of a great musician. That was his introduction into the music world. And that was Jeff Healey, a blind blues guitar player. That was a great movie. A lot of people were introduced to a lot of stuff. All right, I think I'm going to end this thing. Little Sophie is laying down. I fed her this morning. She ate. She did her poop. I cleaned her poop up on the pee pads. And it's getting close to lunchtime, so she'll be up eating. And then she'll be sleeping, so we'll be back here filming her. I think I have her for a couple days here, and then I got to bring her back home. Parents had to go out and do something. So I'm babysitting the dog to make a couple quid. A lot of people are given I'm just going to shut up about it, man. This whole thing about him being gay, all this stuff coming out and everything is just uncalled for. And what they're trying to do is go back and forth with each other, trying to prove who's this, who's that. Good morning, Miss Debbie Fox. Good morning. How you doing? Did I send you a coffee this morning? I sent you something. I'm not sure if it was a coffee. Now let me get her a coffee. All right, I just sent you a coffee and messenger there, Deborah. Yeah. My advice to Hub Church is get away from all this shit. Well, Dear Dolph is saying Hub Church is a FAG. I know Miss Debbie Fox didn't get to see it.
How sore. That's why you keep talking about my nose ring and stuff. You just wish you could pull off a nose ring. Like that. Of course you do. God. Holy fuck. How did I not see it before? I mean, you always did this just like shit. Like every time I'd have my shirt off and stuff, you'd go like run the house and then take your shirt off and be talking about like me working out and shit. Yeah. He was making me uncomfortable then. I think I even asked this dude if he was queer. And he's like, I ain't gay. You
Yeah, see, this is stuff, it's all uncalled for. But now that Upchurch is feeding into this madness, this is what's happening. Now, kid, I don't know what kind of lifestyle you live. I really don't give a crap. But I would suggest straightening your life out and get away from this madness. We have no idea if Dierdolf is on about them. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. And if it is that way, then it is that way. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Pray for him or whatever, change your life or whatever. But I think somebody's doing something, trying to do something. I don't know. Maybe someone got caught stealing, or they were trying to conspiracy against something. And this happened. And when you're dealing with millions of dollars, this happens all the time. What, Sophia? What, sweetie? But I just fed you. What? Oh, Sophia. All right, hold on a minute, Debbie. Debbie says, who's gay? Oh, no, that's not true. I don't know, Debbie. Hold on a minute. This little booger's barking. Come on, what? All right. She wanted to lay in her tiny bed in her cage, but the door was closed. And she's got food in there and water. I'm like, what do you want? She's just looking at me. Right. I opened up. I'm like, wonder if she wants to go in the cage. Then I opened up the cage and she went into the cage into her small, tiny bed. I take it this guy is no longer friends with Upchurch. Well, I guess there was a beef or something and they split up. Right? Dierdolf was like his right-hand man or something. I don't know, man. We're just trying to help these dudes before they sink and burn into hell or whatever. And you might be listening to the wrong dudes, Upchurch. You might think God is sending you these messages. It ain't God, dude. It's this fake Messiah, dude. I don't know. But if you can't even trust your mom, I don't know. And now Dierdolf is saying he's swapping spit with his mother, kissing his mother on the lips or whatever. I don't know. Is it his mother? Or is that kid, or is he being trafficked or something and they turn? I don't know. We don't know. It's just too much, man.
God, you know, and then something about some kind of trauma that you went through with one of your mom's friends or something is the reason why you do the things you do to women, burn them with shit, fucking want to shove shit in their ass, tie them up, fucking make them cry and stuff.
I don't know if that's true. If he's shoving stuff in women's booties, tying them up and burning them. I don't know. This is demonic shit, man. If that's what's going on in there, this is some demonic shit. What the F are you dudes doing, man? You're going to get this whole genre X-nayed from America. You guys keep this shit up. This is crazy. Tying women up and shoving stuff in their booties. This is crazy. Let's see what my chat is saying. This guy is probably jealous of him. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Dirdall seems to be pretty set up himself. He's got his own family and vehicle and cars. Now, how he did that, I don't know, man. These dudes might all be ex-military or something and living on military pension or something, or got jobs or whatever. Debbie Fox says, damn, whoa, do guys like shoving things up women's booties? Debbie. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never shoved anything in no woman's booty. What is wrong with this world today? I don't know. I can see if it's a man and a woman, and a woman might do. I don't know. But tying this, he's saying he's tying women up. He's burning them. He's shoving stuff in their booties or whatever. This is just way out there. This is way out there. Now, where are the women that? And this is how it starts, right? Let's get freaky up, church. Shove this thing up my butt and let's get all crazy. And then when you're done, kid, they run to somebody. He just did this to me. And now they want to put it out all over everything. What do? They come to you. It's called blackmail extortion. I'm going to go to the news channel and tell them that you shoved a jelly roll up my ass if you don't pay me $1 million. This is how it all starts, kid. This is how it all starts. You're in there with 50 women shoving crap up their butts. As soon as they walk out of your house, they're on their way to the news channel. You remember, he just shoved a whole watermelon up my booty. As it's being filmed and she's sitting there begging for it. No, just grab that watermelon and shove it in. And then they run to the police. And this is how it all starts. No, Debbie, it ain't funny. She's laughing her butt off again. But that's how they do it. That's how they get their hooks into you. What you do behind closed doors, kid, is your own thing. You want to shove basketballs up women's booties, watermelons, whatever. I don't care. But think about it twice. You better trust whoever you're doing that with, because these broads today are out for nothing but money and fame. And the next thing you know, there's going to be photos out of you shoving something in somebody's ass. It's not going to be good. I can tell you that. Break away from all this stuff and get away from that witchery source. They might have him under some kind of a spell. These women might have put a sex spell on you up, church. And what you're doing is a spell. So women are coming to your house. You're shoving stuff up their butts or whatever. What is that? I think it was the kitchen sink. And the next thing you know, you're under a spell or whatever. Now they're blackmailing you, extorting you, whatever. It could be government trying. It could be anybody. Debbie, it's not funny. There's booties and watermelons and all kinds of stuff being shoved up these women. These women need to ooze off on the booty boot. It's just too much. This is crazy.
You sure with one of your mama's boyfriends? Well, I guess one of your mama's boyfriends could have been some of your friends too. And I ain't insinuating me at all. But I know she had, some of her other friends. Yeah, then there was that tattooed guy.
All right, I'm going to set the record straight. They are saying you dare doll. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but there's a lot of dudes. I've been hanging out in a lot of chats and everything, and a lot of dudes, Daredolph and Upchurch, are saying you guys are acting like you were a couple or something, and you split, and everybody's arguing, everybody's shoving watermelons in people's asses or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, there's some dudes that are saying, there must have been something between these two, because these two are acting like they were dating. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but there are dudes out there thinking that this whole thing went sour somewhere. It was being filmed, possibly. Upchurch has got all these cameras everywhere, got all this evidence and proof. I hope we don't see anything like that. Some booty on booty of man, or I don't know. Maybe they were hopping and skipping through the woods or something, holding hand. Upchurch is claiming he's got some of these dudes on film walking with each other like they're tiptoeing through tulips or something through the woods, holding hands or whatever. It could have been some Illuminati shit like they do over there in that one place where they all get together and wherever it is in the woods or whatever, and they all just go crazy, and you got photos coming out of men porking men and stuff being shot. It could be demonic. God, look at some dudes are pointing out. See, this is what happens. Look at these tattoos, and these say a word. They say, I don't know what it says. I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. Who knows what these dudes been doing? I don't know. They're trying to get Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll, whatever his name, into this stuff. Well, he's already got a criminal record, so that ain't gonna look good. This is just crazy. Thank God we don't have this in rock and roll. We don't even have this shit in R&B. This is only this country rap stuff. You see stuff like this. Next thing you know, we're gonna see that, there's some connection here with P. Diddy and the booty oil. This is starting to get crazy. Debbie thinks this is a joke. I'm like, this is serious.
From Bellevue. Hell, he gave me and you a tattoo. And I was wondering why he was staying at your mama's house. That dude never even come back anymore. And didn't that guy hang out with you when you was little in Bellevue? Is that what happened to you?
I don't know. Daredolph is saying that guy came to his house, to Upchurch's house, his mother's friend, and gave him all tattoos and was never seen again. I probably wouldn't either if there was things being shoved in people's butts as you're trying to get tattoos and craziness going on all around and everything. I probably would have never went back either. Yeah. Some ain't right here. This is just too much. Miss Fox, is there anything you want to put in on this? No, they're not. I didn't shove anything in any woman's butt. My God. I'm dealing with the same thing over here, Upchurch. If they can try and blackmail anybody, but they will. Woman, I didn't shove anything in anybody's butt. I've been right here on the couch, woman. Good God, this little lady's driving us off. All right, let's get back to this. So Debbie sees. So Debbie don't think I'm making this up.
That make you sexually frustrated? Come on, moron. Come on. You're gonna try to talk about everyone's old lady. And that's why you have this weird obsession with me and how I've supposedly have hooked up with every female or done something with every female you know. It's always something sexual.
Well, like I said, dude, it's possible that happened, that you were pony baloney and every woman that Upchurch was with. I told you, some women are like that, Dirdolf. They're with Upchurch, but they want to be with you or whatever, and then the next thing you know, they're jumping from Upchurch to you or whatever. Dirdolf, you best be careful too. These women ain't got nothing out there. I'll tell you what, I'm scared to death to leave this apartment because these women today, you can't trust one of them. I wonder if all this is on film somewhere. Upchurch has got cameras everywhere. This is going to be a barn burner. What the hell is going on in that house? Debbie, do you have anything to say? She's got nothing. The cat got her tongue. She don't even have anything to say. She can't even get out of it. She don't even know what to say. She is shocked herself.
That you always try to put me in. You fantasized about that shit. Huh. I'd say instead of abusing women and trying to do vile things to women and trying to act all tough to women and little 100-pound, 90-pound guys, I think you need to confront your demons. I think you might need to call whoever did those things to you and take all your frustration up with them. Yeah. Then maybe you can have some peace in your life after you get your ass spanked by everybody in court.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. This sounds like this was all planned, a racket or something to get, the poor kid, kid, you ain't Elvis Presley. I don't know how many times I commented on your video telling you ain't Elvis. Even if you were related to Elvis, you ain't Elvis. You ain't got the money Elvis had. You ain't got the security team Elvis had. You ain't Elvis. Quit thinking you can get away with everything. These broads are drawn to you because they see sucker tattooed on your neck, not creaker or creeper or whatever it is. The hell away from that shit, kid. My God. Let's see what my chat is saying. They are so ridiculous. He might be jealous. I don't know. There's a lot of dudes saying it's possible something happened. A little jelly roll was shoved here. A little jelly roll was shoved there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Created this madness. And I want this madness gone off my YouTube. And I don't even want it within my music division. I don't want none of this crazy crap. Don't you tell me, Debbie Fox. Everything I was saying, I'm showing you the truth. You think you're going to say I made this all up? Let me see. They have booty problems. Wow, somebody's got booty problems because Dirdolf is saying they're shoving booties and tying women up and burning them, shoving booties and booties. A lot of booties going on, and now he's throwing up jelly rolls. Maybe someone did something with a jelly roll. To one of these women or something. Oh my God, he ate a jelly roll after he shoved it in a woman's vagina. Well, I don't know. Some men probably would do that. And probably eat it afterwards. I mean, that's just what the freaky freaks come out and everything. You walk into a room and there's nothing but jelly everywhere. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want nothing. stuff. I have no idea. It'd be interesting to see what he's got on camera. Right? These guys are walking around thinking there ain't nobody around. Next thing you know, they're skipping through the tulips, hand in hand, kissing and stuff, giving each other flowers and stuff. We're all sitting around going, what the fuck is going on up there? It's like one of them islands or something. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm just trying to help the kid. I'm just trying to give advice to the kid. Get away from this crap, kid. But first, I want to do a federal check on all their phones because I want to see if anybody is connected to anybody in Indiana or anybody around me. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. All right, Miss Fox, have you seen enough?
If you're not in prison. Because I heard something else about you owing a bunch of money to the IRS. Talk to the moron. Goodness. I had to get me a root beer float. Got my family all milkshakes. You know, the moron could get his family some milkshakes like this too. You know, if they were still at home, if he'd shut the fuck up and do right. Till then, that's just something else you can be jealous of me of. Or for, or whatever. But anyway, back to the house. My buddy's coming, he gotta get one of these vans. Man, look at them new ramps. And Bones, I have one.
And hooped and hollered until you come down there. But now that I know that that's illegal and I could get in trouble for doing that, according to Tennessee law, I'm not going to do it. We're going to give you one more chance. The Lord's going to give you one more chance.
Really? Your wife looks like a fucking dog.
Now, see, of church, that was uncalled for. See, that was uncalled for, even though this guy's saying Tennessee law will not allow him to have a manual combat or whatever it is. I don't know. We're playing video games now, Mortal Kombat. But that was uncalled for to say that this J.J. Hawken, whoever his name is, wife looks like a dog. That was uncalled for, see? You should have just let it ride. Who cares? Give a crap, J.J. Jock and Jaw. Whatever his name is, you know, I don't give a crap. I got stuff to do. That was uncalled for. But see, you're feeding into the madness up church. You're feeding into it.
Your neighbors hate you. Anyway, you know, it's funny. I got court with Dierdorf tomorrow, right? Where he's like, man, Ryan's, he's threatening my safety wine. Well, that's funny. That you showed up to my house yesterday because y'all just said y'all were best buddies online. That ain't gonna look good. Another thing that's crazy.
You know what's crazy, kid? I know my neighbors hate me. Ain't no doubt about it. But you don't see me out there pumping lead into them. You don't see me out there doing anything, do you? No. Sure, they watch my videos, the people in this complex. They can't stand me. Don't give them the right to do what they've been doing, and they will be dealt with, kid. You can bet your bottom dollar, whether they're 80 years old, the government's saying they're going, oh, grandma and grandpa are going to prison. And everyone's, come on, Johnny. Hey, when I tell you to get out of my shit, you get out of my shit. If they're 80 years old and they're monkeying with my shit, they're going to prison. Just like if I was in their business and creating havoc and madness and doing witchery and sorcery on them. We ain't giving nobody a pass anymore. I handed out passes for many years to these idiots when I had the bigwigs saying, drop them. And that's what I did. Let's see what Debbie's saying. She can't even breathe. They're saying these guys have, They're saying they got booty problems. That's what Debbie's saying.
I think it's crazy that there's no gate here, no guards, no nothing. And if they pull up on you right when you pull in the driveway, well, it sounds like they might have been following you, stupid fuck. What would that mean? Oh, that means they're probably investigating your ass. Sounds like it's just a hunch. Oh, man, it's over for them. Because watch this. Remember that body cam footage where there was a phone found in a truck across town and Trevor admitted to setting it up and all this other shit? The number was 615-586-0407, right? Right. Well, it's real funny that that phone just miraculously came up and had that number on it attached to my iCloud. All admitted on body cam footage by Trevor that he set it up and Blake found it, right? It don't mean Blake, this doesn't mean Blake is guilty or nothing, but Trevor definitely is because he set it up, right? Okay. Well, if you go in my iCloud and you go to Cash App and you type that number in, look what this number has paid for.
All right, someone's trying to strike me. It says, heads up, we detected video in your stream belongs to somebody else. Yeah, I'm reviewing a video there. Just like everyone else does. And I'm going to get you YouTube and Google for discrimination against me. I see all these pricks, gangbanging gangster pricks and everything all over. Using, doing everything. Debbie, can you still hear me? Is he in the tub? He's in the bathtub again. Listen, I ended the video there, YouTube, which I'm going to get you on discrimination and all kinds of stuff because I see all these idiots playing all kinds of people's shit. Nobody gets attacked but me, you know. We detect you're playing someone else's video. Yeah, that's how we promote shit around here. You guys promote shit? I don't think so, YouTube. Now, suck a big whatever. Debbie, can you still hear me? Are we still rolling or are we not rolling? Give a shit if it belongs to someone. Go talk to Trump, right? We got Trump on camera. That's what I do, man. I steal this shit, right, bro? That's what I do. I don't know. Yes, I can hear you. All right, Debbie. What are you saying? You know them boys or them? That bold saying is cheaper to keep her. Is he in the bathroom again? Yikes, no. Yes, I can hear you. All right. It ain't cheaper to keep her. Get rid of her, kid. If she's banging other people and it was just a scam to get you to pay child support, get rid of them while you can and start over. If you're going to spend the rest of your life with the chick, then spend the rest of your life with the chick and get out of this madness. All right, we're trying to save people's lives here, YouTube. And for some reason, you want to come at me for showing a video. But yet you never go after these idiots when they're showing shit. Why? Because they're the big channels. They got the money. We're going to bust your balls, Google. Now, Debbie, what do you think? We're still rolling. All right. So there you go, Debbie. There is the madness that is surrounding this kid. Kids, stay out of the effing bathroom when you're filming. Sweet Jesus. The other day, he walked right into the bathroom and took a piss right on camera. Right, you're starting to remind me of that idiot Don Wells from the Summer Wells case. He's like doing an interview. Yeah, we're here with Don Wells. Don, how you doing? Are you in the bathroom? Yeah, taking a dump. Are you kidding me? On public? Yeah. As he's doing an interview, he's taking a dump in the bathroom. You know what I declare and decree this country completely nuts. And the people that you've been listening to up church, if it is this the great man, politic man or whatever, boy, this is what got you into this mess. And there ain't, you know, these guys, oh, we're going to fix it. We're going to get a hold of the president of the United States. Yeah, that's the problem. Us American people are tired of the president getting involved in stupid shit when he should be concentrating on the American people in America, not some crazy story of people shoving shit in people's asses, tying them up, burning them, whatever, and Fruit Loops. I don't know. I don't really want to know or care. We're just trying to save a life because YouTube ain't going to save no one's life. They'll sit by and watch you get destroyed. Debbie Fox, is there anything else you want to say about this? I want everybody's. I want every cell phone tracked. Excuse me. Stay out of the bathroom. Stay out of the bathtub or shower when you're live. I don't know who you're trying to impress. I don't know why you would be even in the shower doing anything. Filming. Anything in the bathroom. Stay out of the bathroom. I got to do everything in this effing country. I might as well go. I'm going to the White House. We don't need Trump no more. I'll just do everything. I'll just run everything, I guess. I mean, I already am. Why not? No. But boy, did these folks create a mess. And I want every single one of their phones. I want all of them connected. I want everything, all the data. I can give two shits, or you can't do. They're in the. You can't go after them guys. They're already mad. Don't you tell me ever in my country, in my government, in my agencies that I can't do what I want to do when there's evidence that something is going on. I don't know what's wrong with you people, but we're taking you all off of the pedestal. Now you're going to be pissed. We're hoping you try and create a war because that's what we really want. We want some of your asses. But you probably won't. But I want phones of everyone. All the data and everything pulled up, even the ones that have made it from this mess around this group of dudes. Now, they can try and take me out. I hope so, because that'll give us every reason. They're already labeled, possibly, cartel drugs and clubs and gangs and all this shit. Half of them are just got out of prison and still on parole. Now, I can't take too much of this because I got visions of jelly rolls and everything and watermelons being shoved, women tied up and being burned and everything. Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? Where are these women? Has anyone ever come out and said this is true? No, we haven't seen nothing but one woman, Natalie Cole, whatever her name is, that one chick that he was dating. She flipped out and said that he raped her, was groping her while she was sleeping at night or whatever, and then she left, and then everything went crazy, and she was saying something, whatever, and I don't know what her name is, some young little hot thing running around doing whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Nor do I really care, because in my world, these people are nothing. Even though I'm poor and an idiot, they're still, they can't compare. They can't come to me. They can, but now I'm wind. Now I got wind. These people are if I get rid of these people, there ain't gonna be no repercussion. Yeah. Yeah. Now you found out that Trump don't run this shit. I do. What are you gonna do when Johnny Kramer runs wild on your asses? I ain't going nowhere around your asses because you guys are shoving shit up your own asses. And I ain't going to do it. Sorry. We'll have to talk from afar if you want to talk to me. Now, let's get back to real life. I'm nobody. A no one. Let's see what my mod's saying. This don't surprise me. He has money. Yeah, It don't surprise me one bit. And you know what? They're just getting themselves deeper in a hole. They think that this is going to last forever. Right? They're counting on Trump coming to the rescue. They're counting on all this stuff. Trump's going to be president forever, and this is just going to continue, but nothing. And I'm here to testify to the Lord that nothing lasts forever except for God Almighty. Amen. Now, a lot of you people on YouTube hate me, and you can go right ahead. But we're starting to connect the dots that somebody's money is in your effing YouTube pockets. Somebody's been paying this crime sector YouTubers not to investigate this or something. We're going to get to the bottom of it. You can get pissed off. You can strike me. You could do whatever you want. I'm poor. You ain't getting blood from this turban. And I definitely am not going to just walk away from the house and everything I had like I did before. This time, I'm making a stand, whether the government likes it or not. Screw all yous. Now, Miss Fox, is there anything else you want to say? Yeah, they turned this into a big, giant mess. Right? And it ain't going to be long here. I'm going to wash my hands of it. As of now, I want to see if there's any connection to any of these movie magic men or music men that they're talking about connected to anybody in this town. I want all the phones. Oh, hey, he's talking to this guy over here. He's a fan of us. I want to make sure that these idiots ain't part of my demise. And from what we're seeing, it's probably that's what's going on. I can give two shits because I got me a military man too. Yeah. I know exactly what's going on. I'm hip to their shit. And the more they run to their politicians and polices and everything is just implicating the police and the government. Because they're already being investigated for corruption. So you guys you're doing the government's job for them, really. I know you're saying, hey, he's an idiot, he's a retard, he don't know what he's talking about. You're doing our jobs already for us, and we thank you for it. Why? Because you guys run your mouths. And I heard meth, and now I got to come in. And if I got to tear everything up, I will. You want to shoot at my agents? Come on, bitch. Take a shot at one of my guys. Watch what happens to your ass. Watch. Now, it's one thing to sit here and talk tough like all these guys. I could do that. I'm no one. But I can tell you this much. You're doing the government's job for them. And you're lucky I'm not running the show because I'd be tearing everything upside down. I'd first talk to the Lord and say, I'm coming in this effing racket and I'm going to tip all the tables. Now, you boys are lucky about that, I'll tell you that. All right, as long as Miss Debbie Fox says they've been shoving their money up their butts. I don't know. They're wasting their money. They're wasting their time. They're wasting all their shit. They're giving themselves away. There's a love affair somewhere between a man and a man in here somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere, because they're all talking way too much. Way too much about shit that don't have nothing to do with the shit that's going on. But then again, I don't know. I don't even want to know. These seem like cool dudes. You know, this Dirdolf dude seems like he'd be a cool dude to hang out with, level-headed or whatever. But then again, who knows? You know, Upchurch, yeah, the kid's funny. The kid can sing, right? The kid can sing. He's funny at some of this stuff, but this has gone crazy. This is either meth-induced STD or somebody's doing something, right? Someone's licking the toad or something in there. This is just too crazy. Smoking the toad or something, DMT, whatever. I don't know. But all I know is I heard meth, and now I got to tear your whole fucking state apart. You understand? Any cops involved in the covering shit up are going bye-bye. You're going to tear everything up. You want a war. The federal government will give you idiots a war if that's what you want. There's new sheriffs in town. I don't know what to tell you, dudes. I really don't. I really don't. The only thing I can tell you is get away from this shit. Ixnay it. Stay away from the devil's dust. And start trusting someone you could trust. You guys got so many friends there, so many phones around and everything. You did it to your effing selves. You got everything all over the internet. All he is. I can give two shits what the government tells me, boys. Do you understand? You got yourselves in a bunch of shit. And I know exactly how you think you're going to get out of it is hire boys from the prison or hire hitmen. You boys best wake your asses up. Bro, man. Yeah, something's going on in there. They might have all been somewhere like that. Who knows? You know, I keep telling the guy, you know, what are all these dudes got in common? Money, their music. Yeah, they've been in prison, you idiots. You know, they've been in all, what is the connect? Prison and gangs, robbery, killing, drugs, selling drugs. What the F is wrong with you people? I hope to God I never get the job of protecting this country. We're going to have to do some crazy stuff to get rid of this. This is just crazy. It's no wonder disease is running all you broads out there shoving everything up your butt and everything. This is just effing horrible. It's horrible. Magic, witchery, sorcery, and everything. Yeah, it's real. When I go to Congress, I'm here to testify. Your country is screwed. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell Jordan and the rest of them. This is madness. Madness. How could you let it go on this long? Witchery, sorcery, people shoving shit up their asses, burning people, tying them up and everything. Connections to government, police, and all this. Yeah, your world is messed up. Congress, Senate. And your bromances, whatever Miss Fox said they were, whatever, whoever. We don't even know who these people are. For all we know, it's one of his people in chat. Hello, Upchurch. People are like, you're crazy. Yeah, well, with all them phones and fake accounts and everything, yeah. How you doing, Mrs. Upchurch? Whatever. In my chat right now. Yeah, we're going to put an end to this shit, boys. You better hope I never get my hands on anything like that. Because the government already knows it's going to be a different world, boys. We shouldn't even be putting these people on pedestals with the records they got. How the hell they doing this? I don't know. They must have killed somebody for something. Because I don't even know how we're putting these people on pedestals with this shit going on. No one knew these guys would committed murder and sold drugs and raped women and girls. And here they are. We're putting them on effing pedestals. I had about enough of this shit. Somebody better give me something to do. to take my mind off of this. And I'm not doing, don't even try and tempt me with anything. I don't even want to hear it. My soul belongs to God unless one of you pricks stole it. And if you stole it, then you'll be hearing from the money miser. I hope you boys understand that down south there. You might want to stop shoving shit up your asses and listen to what I'm saying. You don't want to fuck with the money miser. You ain't going to have shit. Now, is there anything you want to say, Mrs. Fox? Because I'm tired of standing down in this effing country of pedo madness and ass pumpers of whatever and a bunch of shit. I was under contract. This YouTube and everything's supposed to be protecting me, everybody. There ain't no protection. If I didn't have my own weapons, I'd be up Shit's Creek. Now, Miss Fox, so you want to say anything other than that they have a bromance and something about pooping? She's saying, my God, what is wrong with these women, Miss Fox? You're right. I don't want to get carried away and get my temper going. I got to work on my temper. I think I'm going to go ahead and work with Nicholas, Jack Nicholas. You remember that movie he did where he was anger management? I got to work on my anger too. But what I'm starting to realize is it's not my anger. I have nothing to be mad about. I've dealt with these people stealing money from me since I was a child. And I've always turned my back and walked away, had no problems. I give it up. A lot of people say, are you having kids? Yeah, I walked away from it. It'll come back to me, right? If all glory goes to God, it'll come back to me, But this sickness, madness, and everything, all this stuff that these guys got are not mine, Lord. I ain't taking it. Now, I don't give a shit how country they are. I'll tell you that much, boy. I'm not taking their shit. They're not going to go out pumping all these broads, shoving shit up their asses, having all these diseases and everything, and you're going to take it and give it to somebody that's going to stand up against them? I'm not taking their crap. No, I'm not going to yell, Mrs. Fox. I know you're reminding me. I'm not yelling. But I ain't taking this shit. I'll tell you that. Wells was pooping on a live, gross ass human. Yeah, I was watching Wells in the Summer Wells case do an interview as he's dropping a doggy on camera. You boys have been getting away with fucking murder for way too long. I'm not going to yell. You boys been getting away with a lot of shit. I'm not yelling, Miss Fox. For a long time. Long time. Long time. And you've been hiding behind this cornbread mafia crap. This mafia crap, this biker club stuff. You've been hiding behind this shit for a long time. Long time. And it's been a long time coming that someone made a long change. And that song is Long Time Coming. I don't listen to Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs. It's been a long time coming, boys, Bridge of Sighs. That's where this shit smacks you in the face and all you could do is sigh. Because it's over with. But I can tell you what a lot of you people getting away with murder and ugly things. Why you're on pedestals, I have no idea. But that's part of the business, so we got to roll with the changes. Stay out of the goddamn bathroom up church. Quit going live, taking showers. What is wrong with you folks? I don't know. These guys need a good handler or a good manager or whatever. There's someone that'll say, are you effing nut job? What is wrong with you? You want to throw it all away because some idiot did something and you're getting wrapped up into this madness? Screw them, kid. Screw it. Walk away from it. Take your money. Walk away. Quit buying everybody houses and cars and trucks and giving everything away. If you're gay, then come out and say you're gay and quit this shit or whatever. If you're not gay, then tell them, hey, I'm not gay. I got a kid and a woman, whatever, and these guys are just idiots, and I'm walking away from all this shit. You can say whatever you want. You ain't getting to me. In Jesus' name, the blood of Christ covers me. I don't want it. But I think the chickens have come home to roost on these guys. I think exactly what the professionals are saying is somebody here's been doing something very bad, and it came back to roost. The sickness, the magic, and all this bullcrap is coming back and biting these dudes in the booty boot. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done with all this crap. Right? In Jesus' name, I cast all these madmen out of me, and all their sickness go back to them and everybody else that had anything to do with this madness. What does it look like to me? I don't know. They're trying to taint a case. Throw all this madness out there because they're looking at us or whatever. You know, by the time they're done investigating all this shit, I mean, which we see in many crime videos, where these people just throw all kinds of crap out there. People putting in fake tips to the police, all kinds of stuff. No, I'm not yelling, Mrs. Fox. Yeah, I don't care. You can kill me. We've already caught these idiots trying to hire people to kill me. I even caught people in the rock business trying. We're all ready. I really don't care. As long as I have God, I'm not worried about nothing. And all glory goes to God. And I don't know everything in the Bible. I don't know every scripture. I don't know every verse. I don't know all that. All I know is when I am in deep crap or very mad or whatever, I pray to God, ask for forgiveness and for healing and strength, peace. Well, I do a lot of praying for the world. Ask the Lord to heal the whole world. I don't know, that ain't working out too good, but at least I don't pray to the devil. At least I ain't giving him no power at all, and that's why he's so pissed. All you got to do, Johnny, is just go along and say that nope, I've been there. I've done it. Nope, and nope. I'll accept what's rightfully mine and nothing more, nothing less. But I sure the heck ain't accepting these people's sickness of shoving whatever up their butts and sickness and gonads and all that. I mean, you send that back in Jesus' mighty name. And we just been having enough of this, you know. We just been letting these people get away with all kinds of stuff. Government, we caught them. They're involved. Why? Because they're running. I've been talking to the police. You have? You have? And people been telling the police you're selling meth and doing all shoving shit up people. And the police are helping you? Okay. We'll be talking to Tennessee, won't we? We surely will. We surely will be talking to the police department in Tennessee that's allowing all this madness to go on. And let me tell you something, you idiots. I'm not going to yell, Miss Fox. I'm not yelling. You being buddies with all these police is sure is making us boys that ain't got nothing and sitting back. So going, well, that's just how they've been getting away with all this shit. Look at their fist bumping cops and they're just hanging out. Hey, I know Joey Jabul. down there. I said, yeah, you pieces of little shits. It's no wonder you're corrupt and shit. No, I know Trump. I'm going to take a picture with Trump. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, you little. We'll see. We'll see at the end. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how this madness began. Right? Here, these people caused all kinds of shit. We got connected to it, tapped into it, seen what exactly was going on. And what do? They run right to the police department. And then the police are, oh, yeah, we'll be talking to you people down there in Tennessee. Well, wait, the feds will. And I know, well, let's just say, yeah, you're being watched, idiots. Anything else you want to throw in there, Miss Fox? No, I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to get sidetracked. Get some help up, church. Don't feed into it. Deerdorf, you're starting to feed into it because up church is pumping out shit. And all you guys are doing is giving yourselves away. That's going to sound real good in court. Yeah. I was there. I seen it. He shoved a basketball right up her booty and then tied her up and burnt her. Are you kidding me? This shit is on her. This is unbelievable. And I can tell you what, I can track all this big money to all these cartels. All this shit that's going on is all tainted. They literally gave their own country up in the madness and bullshit that we've been protecting, thinking these people were. We had no idea most of these dudes just came out of prison, wanted for sexual assaults and all this stuff. And we had no idea. Boy, the Lord was revealing and busting out everything. Hey, we all sinned. But you folks ain't breaking the sin chain. The sins can just keep going and everything, shoving stuff up, tying them up and burning them. Jelly rolls in people's booties and all kinds of stuff and everything. I don't know. Nor do I really care. I got my own problems, right? We got our own problems here on this channel, just like everyone else. Just thank God it don't have anything to do with Fruit Loops and stuff being shoved in people's booties and stuff like that. I don't know. This is crazy. For one, these dudes are all children. Why? Because they talk about private shit that they do with women behind closed doors. Let me tell you something. I've never talked about a woman that I've loved. And I don't sleep with women unless I have a deep affection for them. And I don't run my mouth about what I'm doing to them behind closed doors. Right? I don't talk, oh my God, I shoved a cantaloupe up them. For one, I wouldn't shove a cantaloupe in a woman. Why? Because I got to use that thing. You think I want it all flappy and not be the size of a baseball or basketball or whatever? Come on, folks. I ain't never in my life talked about what I did to a woman behind closed doors. That's private. Your freaky side is private. And my freaky side don't include shoving basketballs and watermelons up people's asses and tying them up and burning them. That is not love or sex. How you get any kind of excitement out of it? You people, I got a bunch of killer nut jobs running around in my country, Trump. I don't know if you know who I am. You might. I'm sure the government has already opened the file and said, no, Trump, you don't understand who this dude is. And you won't ever, Trump. And that's the way I was designed. All glory goes to God. King of Kings. Debbie Fox says, They all need help. I would say so. Maybe the good Lord can save them. Right? But they've been using all this. I have a feeling they've been into this magic shit. That's what got them into this. I got to get a coffee. Hold on, Deb. You know what I need to learn to do is shut my mouth. It's none of my business. I just hate to see a young kid like that lose everything when he got so close to stardom. The whole thing he ain't signed. Was there a reason why no one signed him? And being no one signed him to a contract and he went independent, the kid made money and was doing good. I'd hate to even see. I don't even know this kid. I don't even know any of these dudes. No, but I don't want to see him lose everything like me for no reason. Just because they can. That's what I was told. Just because they can. That's why. And I said, well, I can mess your whole world up then because I can. Mess your whole country up because I can. But I didn't. But that's what they told me because we can. Yeah. I bet you can. I bet you're running to the police. I bet you some of you dudes that did this are related to police, ain't you? Corrupt little pricks. I bet you're probably connected to a church too, right? Yeah, that's how you boys been getting away with ripping me up and robbing me and raping everything and getting away. Well, you sinned when you were a child. Yeah, when I was a child, Satan went through hell, right? We all did when we were. You did this when you were 15. You stole a piece of. Yeah, we all did bad things when we were kids. It's called the past. I broke away from it. You want me to go back? I can't do that, Satan. If I go back, I'm coming back to get rid of you. Not to join forces with you. I don't know what's going on with people, Mrs. Fox. It's obvious I'm missing out. Mrs. Fox said, I didn't want my cantaloupe tainted. Well, it's tainted now, sweetie. You better wash it off. You better scrub it down because you don't know where it's been. No one knows if any of this stuff is true, and I'm not buying any of it. For all I know, these boys could have got wind that the government was going to be coming down on their asses, and this whole thing is a big story. Or of church is getting tortured or mind fucked or whatever you want to call it. Excuse my language alert. Is it possible? Yes. Yes, it's possible. It's possible these guys are jealous of somebody creating all this and someone got wind and found out something and now they're all being hunted. Well, that's probably one of them things too that could be happening. They dipped into somebody's cookie jar. They owe some people some money. And they're running to the government. And I keep telling the government ain't going to save you, boys. Because whoever's helping you do this shit, they're going down too. Whether they badge on or not. Who knows? Debbie, I have no idea what's going on with And they're white. These are white guys. This is crazy. This usually happens in that rap stuff, right? But I told them that's what you get. You get into that. All right, let's end this thing. We're at 2 hours. I shouldn't even be giving these people time. I know I see that. I don't know why you keep jumping all over in this box. You're back and forth. You're changing all kinds of stuff. I don't know what. Oh, here comes Sophie. Uh-oh. Yep. She ate her lunch. It's time for night-night, Debbie. Oh, the babies. How you doing, sweetie? Yep, Debbie, it's time for night-night. Well, she's going to take a little nap now. Yeah, look at. She's done. She's got a rough life, man. Yeah, she's going to take a little nap right now. You know you should not really stick too much up there. It's supposed to be an exit. I don't know. I'm not into that too much, you know. I don't know where all this violence and pain comes from. I don't see anything stimulating, right? Johnny, let me tie this wire around your gonads and pull on it. Why? No, I don't think so. I think I'll pass on that. Okay, how about you punch me in the face, Johnny, while you're making love to me? No, I'm sorry. I don't know where you women been, but I'm sorry. This has gone too far, Trump. All bets are off, Trump. I'm sorry, amigo. I'm really sorry, but all bets off in this country. All bets off. I'm done with this madness. Completely done. Now, I'm going to end this video. We are at 2 hours and 30. I shouldn't even be talking. It's none of my business. I can give two craps, right? It's none of my business. All I could do is try and help a musician that's getting ready to burn down, or it's all an act and all a lie because he owes somebody money. They know it. And I'm broke. I'm being sued. I got no money. This scandal's going on. It don't matter. The money miser stops for nobody. They're probably using witchery and sorcery. It feels like it right now. But that's like I told you, punks. The money miser ain't going to stop because you got a record contract or you know a bunch of police or whatever. The money miser is not going to stop up church. I'm telling you right now, you might think you guys are big bad boys. You start messing with the money miser and you're going to have trouble. And anybody protecting you or even trying to, whether they have a badge or not, the money miser don't give a crap who they are. That money miser is going to get his money, even if he's got to take people out. That's why I gave up. The money miser, or the money miser's looking for her. You tell him I'm done. That's it. Money miser took my word and they never come looking for me. But I can tell you this much, that money miser is real. And if he gets his hooks into you, you're done, boys. Your whole organization is over. Don't give a shit if you are working for MCA or any Columbia or anybody. The money miser will destroy that whole organization. And you will be paying the money miser his money. If you want to turn to guns, the money miser loves guns. You want to turn to chemicals and sex and these women sleeping with the money miser. You ain't going to beat the money miser, boys. You best just cut out a check to the money miser if he's looking for you, boys. Debbie Fox says, look at that Buddha belly. On who? On Sophia? Yeah, she's been eating a lot. I've been spoiling her. This morning, I woke up, I fed her, right? I gave her water. She did her thing. She laid down, but then I ran to McDonald's and got a biscuit sausage sandwich. I came home, and as soon as I opened it up, started eating. She woke up and she's looking at me with her big brown eyes. And then she got up out of bed and walked over here by me, Debbie, and sat by my feet here and just looking at me, licking her lips. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. She did it to me again. So I gave her a little piece of sausage, right? Put me on the cross, right? I gave her a little piece of sausage from my sausage McMuffin or biscuit or whatever. I probably shouldn't have, all right? But I did. I can't help it. I'm just a sucker when it comes to it. And she knows it. And now she's laying at my bed and she whines, right? She falls asleep. She wakes up in the middle of the night. She comes in my bedroom right next to me by my bed, and she'll whine. But why? Because she wants me to pick her up and put her in bed with me. Typical woman. This is what I deal with women, every single one of them. Debbie says, I mean, it's like a garden house hookup. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. What? Who? Sophie? I don't know. Well, I was born to be crazy, woman. I come from Chicago. There's only one thing we know, and that's crazy. I don't know what to tell these people. I really don't. Just don't have the money miser come looking for you. That's all. Old Ronnie sang about it. Right? I'd rather go back home than have to deal with the money miser. Right? No, I hear you, Uncle Ron. I hear you. In Jesus' name, I pray for these people, for Satan to get out of their lives. And for them to get some brains and get out of this drama, madness crap. And no one cares if you're all sleeping with the same woman or shoving stuff up each other's butts. No one cares. No one cares. But now you're talking about meth. People going to the police saying you folks are dealing and everything. Now, here comes the money miser. I think you boys got to take a chill from all this madness. Like I said, you might be trained. You might be one of the best of the best. Of the best. Military trained. I don't know how. But you're going to lose against the money miser. Because I ain't seen the money miser lose yet. I don't know what to tell you, dudes. I don't know what to tell your managers. I don't know what to tell your people, your camp, your farm, whatever you guys got going, other than you best change something up in there because something ain't right. Debbie Fox says she's lonely. No, you're never lonely, Miss Fox. You know, you always got me to talk to. You got all these people love you. You're never lonely. You are talking about butts. I was talking about what the rumors are going around with whatever's going on over there at whatever these dudes are doing, whatever camp they call it. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. It's public domain. They put all this shit out on the internet and people talk about it. Next thing you know, everybody's getting attacked or voodoo dolled or witchery or sorcery. Right? They're all saying, Trump can't save you. Trump's not going to be president his whole life. Trump couldn't save you folks if even if he wanted to. You're going to have to get prosecuted first. You're going to have to get brought into court, charged. And then Trump can say, oh, well, we'll pardon Mr. Upchurch or these guys or whatever, which they shouldn't be pardoned. How are you going to pardon these guys when they were killers, rapists, drug dealers, and everything? I don't know what's wrong with you guys. In the Oval Office, I don't know how you pardon somebody that's had 50-some charges of, I don't know. I don't know. You might as well start giving pardons right now, Mr. President Trump, to every single American, whether they did anything bad or not. But now you pardon one, you got pardoned everybody now. That's crazy. Debbie, I wasn't talking about butts. I'm talking about a topic situation. These people are talking about butts, not me. It was in the video. All I'm doing is talking about what I did. I didn't bring this whole butt situation up in this whole madness. I don't even know what's wrong with you people. I'm telling you, Trump, for the last time. I'm not dealing with this shit in this country no more. Calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning, sending me messages. I'm not dealing with this shit. Yes, you should be. And Debbie says, and stop doing things in the bathroom on lives. Well, you go tell him that, Debbie. I don't know why every time he goes live, he's got to be in the shower, in the bathroom, or taking a leak, or doing something. I have no idea. My luck, I'd be taking a piss in the bathroom, and I'd let a fart out or something, right? My God, did you just hear what he done? My God. You know, but it don't matter. I had a colonoscopy or whatever that is, where they shove a scope up your butt or whatever to look for polyps or whatever. You know, that ended up all over the goddamn, all over the medical field and the campuses and colleges. People calling me, I seen your colon. It looked pretty nice. What? Yeah, we used your photo for our class and everything, your colon. People looking up my booty. I'm done with your sick world that you call United States the greatest world in the country. I've had enough of it. I got to get all this out of me somehow. I don't even want this frustration and madness in my life. This is his last term. Yeah, he's out of there. These guys, you know what they did? They put all their chickens in one hen. And it's just not going to work out. I don't know. This is bigger than what we're hearing, folks. That's all I'm going to tell you country rappers out there. It's bigger than what you're hearing. And why do I say that? Because I'm in the crime sector also. And I know when someone says something, it's 10 times worse than what they said. It's like the government. Well, we got a little problem. What's the problem? Well, it seems we yeah. That's it. Oh, yeah, that's it. And then a couple months go by, and the next thing you know, well, you remember that thing I was telling you about? Yeah. Well, it seems that it's just not what it is. It's a lot worse. Well, we knew that. We're dealing with the government. We know everything's 10 times worse. When I find these witches and warlocks, Trump, when I find them, boy, what they're doing to me with this magic and witchery and curses, good Lord, sweet Jesus, please. I forgive these people for the past 50-some years. I've been forgiving these people and walking away, but I'll tell you what, in sweet Jesus' name, if I get a hold of these people, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. That's last dude did it. The last dude did. The last dude what, Debbie? She's laughing her little butt off. This is a woman that comes into our chats, tells us how to run it, then cracks jokes and laughs her butts off. Like she wants us to sit back while she's the star. In my channel, I tell her to go live all the time. Deb, why don't you go live tonight? go live on your channel. Can you think about fixing the mic? Yes, Debbie. How about this? Is that better? I got the mic in a mic stand and I'm holding it like I'm Elvis Presley singing singing a song, right? No, I don't know if it's the microphone or if it's the headphones that keep cutting out. I don't know. I'm going to sing you a little song from Elvis Presley up, church. You're caught in a trap. You can't walk out. Because I shoved a basketball up your butt. Yeah. Well, of course she can't walk. She's got a basketball on her booty. Get out while you can. In Jesus' name, I'm taking all my power back. I don't give a crap. If your country folds, I'm taking everything back. All my technology, all my power, and my health and everything, and returning to sender, Lord. These people, booty mistakes that they made. I don't know what they got going on out there. These people were actually paying people off in my family and ex-women. They're like, I slept with your woman. Good. I'm glad I haven't seen her, and thank God you slept with her after me. Right? They all want what Johnny Kramer's got. They probably, I slept with every single one of his girlfriends. I don't give a crap. You got something and you gave it to me. Now you ain't going to live too long on this earth. And you best go back and read what I keep telling in my videos. I can give two craps what this government or any corrupt government or authority says. In Jesus' name. You be hearing from the money miser, boys. And you women out there, I don't give a crap. Sleep with all these broads. Because Johnny Kramer don't live by women alone. Or food. Or anything else. Jesus Christ is the way. And sometimes us holy rollers got to bust heads. And I'm really sorry for that. But I ain't sitting back no more. Because I ain't the devil. And I'm not going to let you label me. And I'm not going to let you folks use me for your witchery and sorcery. And I don't give a shit who your mama and daddy is. And you can run to Trump all you want. You ain't going to save you, boys. I'll tell you that much. You best get ready for the money miser. Because, boys, I've seen the money miser in person. And I'm going to tell you boys right now, you're screwed. And you're going to be screwed until I talk to the money miser. I don't know what to tell you boys. Go write your song. Go to your record company. Go do whatever you want. But you best remember who really runs this whole show. And that is the mafioso. So you can go run and talk to whoever the hell you want to. You best recognize and you best respect and you best get off my back and you best deal with the money miser as. 'Cause I ain't. Now, you folks have a great day. Just seen this. You seen what? You wish you could hear what, Debbie? She's laughing her booty off again. What did you just see? Where are these people like coffee? What? Enemas. Coffee enemas? I don't know. This is crazy. Drink coffee through your mouths. What is this world? What infatuation with booties? Sweet Jesus. Don't be shoving everything up your butt. I don't even know if coffee enemas are good. I don't even know what these people been doing to us. Some joker just came out with a coffee enema and was like, will it make money? It probably will. People will love to get a coffee high through their anal. Are you kidding me? No, there's big money in it. Now there's anal enema places everywhere. Go in and get your coffee enema and a cup of coffee at the same time. This is crazy. I don't want nothing to do with your sick world. I don't want anything to do with it. Anals is us, and coffee is the business name. Right? Who wants to go into a place, get a cup of coffee and an enema at the same time? Right? This is sick, man. I'm gonna wreck this country, Lord. I'm gonna have to. I know you're busy. I know. I've been telling these folks, God is a very busy man. He hears us, but he's a very busy man. And sometimes he puts down some order. I'm gonna wreck this whole thing, Trump. Congress, Senate, you know dang well who I am. I'll come right on up in there and I'll put this on, just like Farley did. I'm coming to Congress and Senate and I'm going to do exactly what Farley did, but I'm going to expose all this. That's right. I'm going to be looking right at Jordan saying, look at this. Look at this. I know what Jordan will say. Good God, Mr. Kramer, what is that? That's what I said, Jordan. The hell is this? Same thing with Senator Kennedy, right? He'll be on. I'll tell you what right now, if I show Kennedy this shit, Senator Kennedy will be on there with a photo of this ass with a basketball of it going, this is what they're saying could happen to you if you get COVID. Get away from him, Mr. Kennedy. Somebody take that thing out. Save my beloved Mr. Senator Kennedy. God, did you see what he was standing next to? He was showing this is what could happen to you if you eat radioactive shrimp. Good God. Sweet Jesus, get away from it. Debbie, please do not post poop in my chat. Thank you very much. I mean, you're really being childish about this whole thing. Really. Really, this has gone too far, Mrs. Fox, with poop in my chat. It's starting to remind me of the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Turd thing, right? I'm not going to come home and have crap all over my tables and all over my beds and all over my sheets and everything and my pillow and everything. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I told them, too, this shit was going to happen when they started busting everybody. I knew this was going to happen. I don't even know what you folks are making out there down south with this whole thing, this country rap thing. What I see is just like a bad Smokey and the Bandit gone bad or something. Smokey and the Booty has just gone terribly, horribly wrong. Smokey and the Booty. You mean Smokey and the Bandit? Now, this is a new film coming out, Smokey and the Booty. This is unbelievable. I got to see this. Now, I don't know what you folks are doing, but I'm sending money misers to watch over all this madness. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's crazy. Quit posting poop in my chat, Miss Fox. I'm going to finish my sausage biscuit. I've had too much. The stress of just watching this is too much for this old man. I know we're taking names here, buddy. Every one of these police officers that are dealing in this mess and everything, we're taking their names down. Every one of these booty busters, we're writing their names down, taking it down. I can give two craps. You got him. You know, Trump, I ain't standing down to no. I fought 6 foot motherfuckers. I ain't standing down. I'm too small and too old now. Now I go to the weapon. I ain't standing down to this shit. Don't cry, Miss Fox. It's okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. I will not let anybody shove the watermelon up your, whatever they're doing. You will be all right. But let me tell you something. When I tell you to run, you run. When I tell you to get the hell out of there, get out of there. Right? I'm not playing, I'm not going to do this shit. I'm too old for this shit. I'm done. That's it. I'm gonna let the money miser handle it. I can get these shits. I don't care. But I can tell you this, I'm gonna quote a great man in a great Southern band. You boys went walking through the swamp with no shoes on. You stepped on a snake, boy. Ooh. And that snake just so happened to be related to the money miser. And you boys ain't got a chance in hell. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Am I overreacting, Miss Fox? I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know. But that's what sells in this business is drama madness. Miss Fox says, I am drinking coffee by my mouth today. Oh, you finally switched over from enema coffee to mouth? Thank God. You're making strides, Miss Fox. You are making strides, little lady. Left and right. I am proud of you. I am proud of you. Uh-oh. I shouldn't clap. Sophia's sleeping. I forgot about that. I've just disturbed her. I'm sorry, baby. You go lay back down. Go night-night. Debbie, did you see my 3 o'clock video last night? It was about 3, 4 in the morning. I went live to cover some info I got on the Nancy Guthrie case. Sophia, well, everyone that was in chat last night was like, show the puppy, show the puppy. She was laying on her back, Debbie, in her arms, and her legs were straight up in the air like she was a dead cow or a fainting sheep or something. She was like a fainting sheep. She was laying on her back. Her belly was wide exposed, and her legs were sticking straight up in the air like she was a fainting sheep. Excellent benefits in what? Uh-oh. She's up. She probably heard me eating my sausage biscuit. What's up, Debbie? Excellent benefits. Who's got excellent benefits? Oh, you mean you have a doctor that you go to that gives you dark roast up the booty enemas? Oh my God, you don't want that. Well, dark roast, yes, because the more you cook the bean, the less potent it is. And if you get a coffee enema, I've heard people say they're up for weeks, right? Because it's different. The intestines absorb all this stuff. So it's like 10 times more potent than drinking it. And people are going, oh, I got to get my enema this morning. I just don't feel right. And then they're up for like weeks. Yeah, these guys all might be doing coffee enemas. And they're running around like they've been snorting an ounce of meth. But literally, They're getting, they're zooming, they're zanking zooming, they're gacking off of coffee enemas, and it's got them sprung like they're a crackhead, all from coffee because the anal intestine absorbs it faster throughout the. It's just unreal. I've never tried it, but they're saying it's like shooting cocaine. You're getting that and shooting cocaine. I don't know. I'm not going to try it. Nothing goes in this butt, but everything comes out of it, right? Crap, and that's where it's staying. It detoxes your liver. Man, what, Sophie? You already ate. Debbie, look at her. You see it? What? Will you wait? I already. Excuse me. Oh my God, this dog. You are spoiled. Oh my God. Let me see what's going on, Debbie. Hold on. She might be warning me. I have a feeling. Yes, sweetie. Yeah, one of these idiots are using magic. I don't give a crap. I know I'm coming. That's what she's sensing. I think I got one of these rappers trespassing on me. I think so. In Jesus' name, send it back out there to Chicago or wherever they are in California. Jesus' name, a vapor. I've been watching a lot of you idiots vaping out there, and there ain't nothing happened to you. But that's, of course, because you signed. What? I just put stuff. Hold on a minute, folks. I cannot believe this dog. Oh my God. She was so upset. I forgot to cut her food up. I cut her food up for her, and I didn't cut it up enough. And she came out here and let me know, hey, you didn't cut my food up enough. So I had to go ahead and cut her food up into little chunks. And now she's happier than a door handle. And she's eating her food. And soon you will see her come walking through here. And you will see her go right to her bedroom. And I think she peed on the pee pad. And she wanted to let me know about that too. Right? She's like, hey, look it. I peed on the pee pad. I did my job. But you didn't chop my food up enough. Well, they spend so much money on this dog. The dog eats what looks to me like summer sausage. It comes in a package like summer sausage. I almost fried it up with a couple eggs one day. I'm like, this stuff smells great. And they mix it with this like beef jerky, right? The food is like beef jerky. They mix it together, this summer sausage with beef jerky. This dog eats better than me. I'm going to tell you that much right now. And I have been tempted to try this beef jerky. It looks really good. But it's dog beef jerky, right? I don't know if I want to take that chance. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it, though. It does look pretty good. Oh, here she comes. She's done. She's done. Now it is time for the world to stop. And it's time for her to take a nappy nap. She's digging around for any kind of scraps she can find on the floor that I might have dropped. From here to the garbage, you know, she's going to go back. Yeah, this is a routine with her. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. This whole thing is a pattern. What was she doing? She was in there. She got you trained. No, I'm not. What? That's it. I'm done. No, I'm done. I refuse to treat this dog like I treated the women I was with. Well, not all that good, but I treat this dog probably better. I'm not sure. I'll just shut up. But no, I'm not going to be trained by no woman or no, no, I'm done. That's it. No. If you're going to start barking, I just filled your bowl up with food and water. If you're barking, then I know for a fact it is some kind of a demon or witch or something they sent to me. I know, sweetie. All right, she's looking around. She's making her way around. Let's see what she's doing. No, I'm not feeding her no more, Debbie. Nope. That's it. Not until 3 or 4 o'clock. Oh wait, she already ate her dinner. I just fed her 4 times. No. She's done. She gone. It's probably safe to eat that. The beef jerky, I was thinking about it, but I'm not. The summer sausage that she eats looks pretty good. It looks almost like hash. Right? It looks like almost hash brown or whatever. I was thinking about it. I'm like, this might be pretty good over eggs. Or, eggs over the summer sausage or whatever. And the only reason I say that is because I was watching Canterbury and Cody on Discovery Channel, and they ate a can of dog food. And they didn't get sick, so I was like, well, maybe I'll cook this stuff up, a couple eggs, piece of toast. But I didn't. I give the dog treat if it's for man or beast. I'm not sure, but I don't want to take the chance. Although Cody and Canterbury were crapping their brains out that night and farting and everything, but they survived it, so you could live on it. Yeah, they were blowing biscuits all night. I remember that episode of Discovery or whatever it was. Debbie, you remember them guys, Canterbury and Cody? Right? Cody was this big dude, never wore shoes, or his feet looked like horse hooves. Right? They were like, the only thing we're gonna live on today is this can of dog food. Well, why not cook it up? And then they went ahead and cooked it up, and they ate it. And the next thing you know, all you hear is the whole rest of the segment was farting everybody. I'm like, what's that? That's crazy. Ain't these people crazy? They'll do anything on camera. Debbie says, sexy, and then a photo of a guitar. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What guitar? Sexy guitar. Where? What's going on? Are you looking at guitars? Well, let me see. I belong to troglodytes. I belong to a bunch of guitar channels. Bunch of guitar. Hey, folks, if you haven't seen, go over to Levine's channel. He just put out a new guitar lesson. Go over there and check it out. He's been pumping out the guitar lessons lately. Mom, I think she's going to get some sleep, Deb. Oh, what a day. My whole life has changed. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Yes. Yes, what? I don't know why these people never put in what they're talking about. How am I supposed to know what you're talking about? You post a sexy, and then you post a guitar, and I don't know what you're looking at, what you're talking about. Are you talking about the guitar sitting here? This one? These? That's just an old Jackson, and the other one is a Schecter Omen. I'll tell you what, that company Schecter, you know, I'll stand by a lot of guitar builders. No, I've always been there with Kramer. But I'll tell you what, when I played a Schecter for the first time, I bought a Schecter. Well, I've owned many Schecters, but I bought a Schecter Classic. The vinyl life on it, right? Neck through. It's like $1,000 guitar, $900 guitar. I got it used. I got a great price on it, half price. They sold it to some kid. The kid had it for a couple weeks. It just so happens I was at Guitar Center. The kid comes back with his dad, and his dad and the kid say it's too much guitar for the kid. So they take the guitar, they say, okay. They get him into something else. The kid and the guy leaves. I'm sitting in there at Guitar Center in Fort Wayne when it was open. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at stuff, playing stuff, and I go up to the guy and I'm like, hey, Steve, what's up with that? Something wrong with it? Defect or something? He goes, no, I sold it to this dude. He's had it for like 3 weeks, a month or whatever. And now I got to put it out used. I'm like, it's brand new. There's not a scratch on it. He's like, I know, but I can't put it out brand new. I got to put it out used. I'm like, how much you want for it? He's like, he shot me a price. I'm like, sold. I bought it. It was brand. It was like $1,000 guitar at that time. I don't know, $899, $900 after taxes, close to $1,000. I got it dirt cheap. I'm like, it's sold. It's mine. Brought it home. The most beautiful guitar I ever played, Schecter. neck through. I didn't even have to set the thing up. Schecter is great when it comes to out of the box, set up, ready to play. You can't beat Schecter. I'm sorry. A lot of people are like, yeah, did you play that? I don't care. All I know is every Schecter I bought, that guitar played phenomenally. It was just unreal. Didn't have to do nothing to it. I had the Schecter Classic. I had the Schecter Hellraiser. I had the Schecter Hellraiser Floyd Rose. I had the Schecter Hellraiser with the Sustainiac in it. I had the Tempest. I've had all kinds of Schecters. All used. Everything I buy is used, but it's got to be in good condition. Debbie, that's just an old Jackson that I got for $100, and I turned it into my house guitar, just sitting around. I don't care if it gets scratched up or whatever. I don't care. It's just an old Jackson Floyd Rose. It's a cheap guitar. It's nothing major expensive. It's cheap. Now that Schecter Omen behind it with the Floyd Rose and everything, that's a little more expensive. But now keep in mind, when I buy stuff, I don't buy brand new. Not unless I bought one or maybe two guitars brand new. I think I bought my Epiphone Acoustic Super Jumbo CMI. That was the stereo acoustic guitar with 2 pickups in it. I bought that brand new. And at that time, I think it was $500, but that guitar today is like up to $9,000 or $900 to $1,000. Yeah, I will testify that Schecter does make a good guitar. And I will testify for them at the pearly gates. Yes, it is true. Schecter makes a good guitar, Lord. All right. Oh my God. This has been a 3-hour video, a 3-hour tour. I'm done with this madness. I'm done with YouTube and everything. I think I am gonna go and join a church cult and find me a good woman and settle down and have 75,000 kids. No, I don't think I'm gonna have 75,000 kids. Maybe I don't think so about that, but I'm done with all this stuff, guys. I've been ran through the ringer enough. Swam through oceans of crap and popped out in a river of urine. I think I'm pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and cash in and government and everybody. And you're never going to see me again, folks. Once I get my hands on some money or something, I'll get me a good woman and everything. You probably never see me again on YouTube. And my buddies will all be calling me saying, what happened to Johnny? Because that's how I am when I get a woman. Everyone gets pissed because I disappear and they don't see me no more. Calling my family member. What happened to your brother? We haven't seen him in a while. Oh, he got a girlfriend. He's busy. We never see him anymore. Well, that's how I am. They all know, all my buddies know, if I get a woman, you ain't ever going to see me again. YouTube will be the last of my worries. You probably won't be seeing me on YouTube too much. Give me a good woman. Oh, this was a 3. I'm under a spell right now, I could tell. I think it's not a It's not a freezer spell because my camera ain't flickering. This is some other kind of spell they're trying to throw on me right now. Now, all I can say is Jesus save us. In Jesus' name, break their curses and their spells. And if we find out that these people have been using the dark arts and praying to Satan, and they're all rich and powerful and all this, that explains our investigation that we've been doing for the past 50 years. Yeah, you didn't know about that, did you, Trump? Trump's coming out on TV. I had no idea, Johnny. I've been telling you this. Had no idea. Now, listen this time. This shit is real, what they've been doing to us. Voodoo and all this magic. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Beautiful guitar, Debbie said. It's really, the Jackson ain't the Schecter. Even the Schecter's got scratches on it now. All dinged up and everything. I got a couple good guitars I got put away. Got them in their cases, put in the bedroom. No, I don't know. I'm not into anything anymore. Right? I've done everything. What's left? I don't know. Love. Right? I've turned towards God and everything. People, you're not godly. Maybe not, but I believe in God. I know one thing. I'm not doing the shit you guys are doing. I know that. I know I'm praying to God. You ain't going to find no devil shit in this apartment or any. I've never had devil stuff in my house. Never. No, I don't know. What's left to do? I don't know. Love a good woman. That's probably what I'm missing right now, Lord. Probably a good woman. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Debbie, that's very nice of you saying beautiful guitars. Very nice. Your intestines look. I seen your anal enema photos of the coffee and everything. Beautiful anal sphincter or whatever they call it. I gotta get off of here. I gotta get off this thing. They're trespassing on me. I'm not letting the demons in today, Debbie. What the big white thing? What's the big white thing? Where? Where at, Deb? What's that? And blue thing. White and blue. Oh, that's a bottle of fruit. You mean up there? Oh, that's a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox 360. And a bottle of Febreze. Right? And then a TV to play the games on. 78-inch TV to do the movie watching. It's like a movie screen. Another computer right here. And that's one of them One Touch or whatever, touch computers or whatever. And then the TV monitor over there. Not too much going on here. Too much shit. This summer I'm cleaning all this shit up. Starting all. Every single thing in this apartment was garage sale, pawn shop, or thrift stores. Every single thing. And I'm thinking, except for my guitars. Everything was pawn shop. With my guitars and Guitar Center, Sweetwater. Everything else is pawn shop, garage sales. And yes, Debbie, I also have a microphone. And 2 turntables and a microphone. Where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. That was old Beck. I grew up with a guy in Chicago. Bex. That's true. Dude had a real nice car in his garage, man. We'd always go in there and sit and hang out. He had a Grand Prix 1970 Grand Prix SJ with a big block in it. The thing was unreal. It was all done in primer. The car never got done. Just sat there. All right, I think I'm going to end this thing before these demons come through and I start saying stupid stuff like Debbie's got a nice sphincter from her anal. I think I'm going to go end this thing. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank Debbie Fox for stopping in today and everybody else stopping in. That's all right. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. That's where it's at, baby. I want everyone to have a great day. I got to get back to babysitting this dog. For one, I got to clean up her mess in the kitchen now, and I got dishes and stuff to do. And I'll tell you, when you don't have a woman, you miss a woman. Right? Who knew it was so hard to clean a sink? I still don't know how to clean this stainless steel sink or whatever. I've been putting all kinds of stuff on it. I don't know. Bathtubs. Who knew you had to scrub a bathtub? I thought you just sprayed your magic bubbles on it, ladies. And like a Ron Popeil, spray it and forget it. But it turns out you actually got to scrub the dang sink in the bathtub and everything, and toilet. This is crazy, all this work. Dishes every time you clean your dishes, and then you get hungry and you make a mess again. This is too much. I'm telling you what, I'm missing you women. But we only really miss women till they're gone. And then we realize, boy, I miss that woman. Boy, I was stupid. I really shouldn't have done what I did. I miss that woman. Yeah. I don't know how these women get our skid stains out of our underwear. Let me guess, you got to scrub them out, right? This is too much for me. You know, us men weren't trained for it. I don't know how to do this. All right, you folks have a great night. We wish you guys the best of luck in this country rap thing you got going on. My suggestion is don't put too much out about yourselves like that. We didn't really need to know about tying women up in anal watermelon cantaloupes being shit, whatever they're doing. That was a little bit too much information. All this stuff that they're talking about, we went to the police station and told them, we do not sell meth. I don't know what you guys are doing out there. I'm not really sure, but it's been fun. It's been really fun. I can tell you that much. It's been hilarious, but I think you guys need to really change it up. Of church, forget about all this crap. Get back to music, writing, whatever you're going to do, even if you write music for someone else. Change your world out there. I don't know what to tell you. Dear Dolph, can you please stop sleeping with every single woman that of church has ever been raised? I don't know. Someone keeps saying I slept with every single woman he did. I'm not sure. I don't know, but you guys are hilarious. But you know what? You guys are in a world of crap, and all I could do is wish you luck. Straighten up. Get out. You're adults, I think. I'm not sure, but straighten up. I don't know. Yes, there is no magic bubbles. It's that, but it's not true. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. All I'm trying to do is give these young pups some advice. Whatever you do, if someone comes up to you and says, do this for us and we'll give you $1 million, if someone's getting hurt, don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to Beretta and the song that was there, a great song. Don't do the time if you can't do the crime. Or don't do the crime. If you can't do the time, don't do it. And keep your nose straight and narrow, right? Right? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Great song. And keep your eyes on the sparrow. That's me. He's keep your eye on the bird, the sparrow flying around, right? What a great song. Well, rest in peace, Mr. Whatever his name was, Robert Blake. Yeah. Rest in peace, Mr. Blake. Now, you folks have a great night. God bless. I wish somebody would give me a doctor. Wow. I want to give a shout out to Mr. David Lee Roth out there, who's still just swinging along and swinging the beef everywhere. Thank God for him, oh man. Give a shout out to everybody else. Now, folks, make sure you stop over at old Dave Levine's channel. They call him the Corned Beef Kid. Check out his channel. He's got all kinds of guitar things he's been doing lately. Lessons, guitar lessons, and everything like that. Go check. I miss him going live when he used to go live from the bar playing at the shows. That was great. That was great, man. All the people all drunk dancing around. That was hilarious. Go over there and check his channel out and everything. Check everyone. Go over there and check out Dare Dolph's channel. I posted Triple T's channel in my chat and in the description. Go check out Triple T and thank him for his service, although who knows, he might be a criminal himself. I'm not sure. But thank you for your service, sir. And check out all these people. Go check out Calhoun's channel, whatever. It's just, man, they should do a rap movie. I even posted that in their chats. You guys need to get them a rap movie going. They're working on a script, like a 8 Mile, but country rap style or something. I don't know. You guys, maybe it's hilarious. I mean, it's sad because these are real things these people are going through. Right? The pimples and all the yuck and all that, they're all real. I don't know. Maybe you check into that, but let me see. It's that, but it's not true. Everything is true. You can go ahead and say it's not true now, but well, somewhere, somehow, all this stuff will come out, and it'll be true in about 5 months, maybe a year, or whatever. That's all true. Now, you folks have, and let me tell you something, folks. If that little birdie in the sky told you that the sky was falling, would you folks go back again? Well, I bet you would again, and again, and again, and again. Amen. No glory to God. Now, I want to thank you all very much. All these trespassers I cast up. In Jesus' name, amen. Save us all, Jesus. Debbie, have a good day. The rest of you folks have a good day. I'll be back.